Yo, people, welcome back to the Big Six, the big doggedy dogs in the building. Of course, I'm hosting, your host to do the most, and never coast Matisse in the building. Do you know what I mean? A different flavor, a bit of swagger to it today. And I got Hugh in the building. How you doing, Hugh? You good?
Yeah, I'm good, man. Yeah, I'm good.
Something different, isn't it?
I like it.
Someone said all that money now. Todd Bowley's even stolen the host as well. You know, with all that money now, he's stolen the host.
SAEED, you good? You trying to catch that Atletico Madrid derby on the
Bro,
there?
I don't want to watch no Spain La Liga. I don't want to watch that. Listen, I said it, man. Serie A is the place to be, man, this season. Forget the La Liga. It's rubbish. La Liga Serie A is a place to be. But yeah, other than that, I'm blessed, bro. What are you telling me?
We got a debutant as well. Fuizzi in the building representing Liverpool. How you doing, bro? You good?
Amazing. Look, I feel like Gary Neville in that. And I'm holding. No, I'm joking. I'm good, man. I'm good. It's good to be here, man. My debut, so it's gonna be a good one.
I like it. TOBS, how you feeling, bro? You good? You feeling all right?
I'm good, man. As I said, this is the young six, not the big six today, yeah? So the old heads are...
What do you mean by that? I don't even get it. I don't even get that. What do you mean by that?
The old heads aren't here, bro. There's no
okay.
GRIZZ.
I hear you.
And then Turkish is the next oldest after GRIZZ, isn't it?
I hear you. And BHAVS, talk to me. How you feeling, bro? You good? Top of the league?
No, we're chilling, man. Chilling. Listen, man, it's step by step, man. We're not celebrating the title in January, are we? So step by step, we got a big game on Friday. So chilling right now, man.
Yeah, we got a nice little roster of FA Cup fixtures to get into. Everybody in the chat, big up yourselves as always. Hope you guys are well on this Thursday night. Listen, we got a big game to get into, man. Let's just start straight off with it because I can feel. I won't leak the news, but he's feeling a bit unwell, isn't he? Hugh, you're not feeling too.
I don't know what you're on about.
Hugh, man, talk to me. Man. You're the hosts, man. You're the hosts. Etihad.
Listen, man.
Playing them. How you feeling?
Yeah, it's a bit mad, isn't it? That we're this far into the season and we haven't played Arsenal once. I'm looking forward to it. Is all I'll say. I'm hoping for. It's kind of hard to judge, what way both managers were set up. Maybe BHAVS can give more insight on what he expects Arsenal to do. But from a City perspective, and I think most City fans are the same, I want us to go strong. I said this in the last episode, the Turkish, everything's rosy. The sun is shining on the Emirates. Someone's got to bring a grey cloud. Someone's got to offer them a stumbling block and break that momentum. And an interesting thought process I had was, what if we were to hand something to Arsenal like what we handed to you 2 weeks ago? If they rotate and go with a second string squad, which is it's on the cards, you don't know what they're thinking, and we win 2-3 4-0. They haven't tasted that once this season. How does that affect their psychology going into the games after? Because I think it's 10-15 days after we go to the Emirates and play them in the league. They don't want to play us in the league, having already taken a battering off us before. But I'm not saying that'll happen. I mean, I don't know. Arsenal have got the issue of multiple competitions, a slightly thinner squad, and we're in the process of building momentum. If you ask me, I think the pressure's on Arsenal to win this game. I genuinely think that because Arsenal have lost one game this season. City have lost a few. City have dropped points. We don't look like ourselves. It's just another dropping or another loss or another bad result for City. It would be like whoa, what's going on here if Arsenal lose? So yeah, pressure's on you, BHAVS.
Wow. BHAVS, how are you feeling about that? He's trying to flip the script.
Listen, bro.
I got to do what I can.
You can play your mind games, bro, but the mind games are going to work on the pitch. Arsenal, we've lost 3 games this season. United, and then 2 outside the league. So 1 in the Europa League, PSV, and then Brighton in the Carabao Cup. Every time we lost a game, we've bounced back by like 5-6 wins in a row. So defeats aren't going to hurt us. And to be fair, I do expect Arsenal to rotate. We'll have some players like Trossard start and players that wouldn't start in the league. So you've got your best chance to beat Arsenal, but the FA Cup and the Premier League has different parameters behind it. And also, the stakes are different as well. So Arsenal in the FA Cup realise, it's not our priority. For you guys right now, you're chasing us right now. So the pressure's on you guys to get something over us. Because right now, we're the team sitting comfy up there. We're the team that has a 5-point gap that can go 8 points if we beat Everton as well. So, and also, Etihad, Emirates, different stadium, different game. So, listen, man, there is always pressure to win a game of football. You don't want to lose a game of football. But I'm not too concerned. It's not the end of the world if we win or lose. It's just another step in the right direction.
Yeah, but it's your last test, you know, how we keep talking about Arsenal.
Why is it our last test? See, there's no such thing as a last test. Every time we play a team,
can they
there's a
overcome the
test.
Europa League? Can they overcome this test, that test? You know, Old Trafford, you know, you've done well, but you haven't got to the final boss. You know, like Super Mario Bros, when you get through all the bosses and you get to the big dog at the end, you haven't got to the last boss and you haven't overcome that one. So how does Arteta...
Why are you the big dog? Who gave you that... Who gave you the big dog? You're second right now.
We're the champions, isn't it? You know,
yeah, but you're second right now, so don't give us a big dog. I'd say right now, the Etihad's away is difficult, of course, because you're a top team. But the game I look at all the time and go, okay, that's a difficult away game because it's a stadium.
Well, last time you came, you held 5. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course, and we had Pablo Mari in defence. So if you want to hold that, you can hold that because Lukaku scored against Arsenal with Mari as well, and their fans were saying Lukaku's the next thing as well. Listen, we had Kalashnik, Mari, and so and so.
You know what I mean? He's got to come back and be like, oh, this is what I've done since I left school and all that kind of stuff. No. You know, come back for a lesson.
I'd rather lose this game and win the game in the league. I don't really care about this game as much. You know, the FA Cup isn't. So that's why I'm not sitting there going, right, if we lose this game, we're going to bring out the banners. No, this is a game where Arsenal go into it, either get momentum or you get out of a competition where it's not your priority win and it gives you less games going into the future. So it's kind of, you can't really lose. Even of course you don't lose massive anything, but I think it'll be a close game. Arsenal are not an open team. We're very well organised, and we'll still play a strongish team. We'll still have some threats there, and off the bench we've got players to impact the game. The pressure's on you guys, because what if you get knocked out? What happens then? You're behind Arsenal in the league, and you lose to Arsenal as well at your ground. That's big pressure.
I agree.
I like this rivalry it's getting a bit heated, man. I like
no,
this,
but I think the pressure's on Arsenal, like I said, simply for the fact that they haven't played us yet, and you know it's all been smelling of roses. It's all.
But you haven't played us either.
But I get that, but we've beaten you before. You know what I'm saying?
Not this season, though.
No.
Exactly.
I just think they have to come and beat the champions.
No, we do.
For the people in the chat as well, yeah, Turkish is missing for family, personal reasons. I think a few of you already seem to know, so he must have said it to you guys, maybe in the pinned comment or something. But yeah, and obviously GRIZZ is on holiday as well, so those are your absentees. But Hugh, in terms of the pressure, right? Are you not worried about momentum in terms of Arsenal on this momentum at the moment? And if you don't kind of interject and kind of halt them and show them who the big dog is, say you are to lose the game, like BHAVS said, is that going to ricochet into what happens in the league?
But we don't exactly have much momentum right now, do we? You know, we're 2 wins on the bounce. And yes, obviously, one perspective I'm looking at is, of course, I want to build some momentum. That's why I believe that it is a much bigger game than just your bog standard FA Cup 4th round. I think there's a lot more importance attached to the game. We need to build momentum. But for me, an even bigger achievement would be disrupting Arsenal's momentum. I know from experience. You don't know this from experience, BHAVS. Anyway, since what, 04, 05, whatever it was, that when you're on these title runs, every single game, it doesn't matter the competition, Carabao, FA Cup, Champions League, every win adds to a psychological momentum where you keep moving forward. You just get into autopilot. You go into every single game ruthless, win, win, win. You don't want to go win, 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 oh, we've lost, and you're kind of resetting mentally. I believe every single game is so important. That's why we've always respected every single competition, and that's why I believe this one is equally as important as any other game.
Okay. See, I look at this differently. I don't think this game is going to show us anything because I feel like Guardiola's not going to play his best team and Arteta's probably not going to play his big hitters as well. I don't think this is going to tell us a lot. I think it'll be a chess game. I think they'll have their cards close to the chest. So I'm not going to lie to you. There'll be a different perspective come, what did you say, 16th of February? Like, I generally think this is just kind of like, just to kind of simmer it, just to kind of let each other know this is what we've got and we've got this artillery. I don't think that anything will be the same that come the Premier League. Premier League's a different sort of hype. Listen, no disrespect to the FA Cup, but that brings its own hype. But Premier League is different. That'll be a bit more nasty, or a bit more zip about it. This will be a bit more chilled out.
But you know what it is though, SAEED? You know what it is though? I feel like it's a good opportunity for Man City to put the fear factor back on their name if they beat Arsenal. Okay. Because I see it as like, obviously this season, Man City are actually on pace for a 90-point season, right? But such as Man City's ridiculous standards that they set in recent years, which makes it look like there's a drop-off, right? And Arsenal are the team that are set for around, I don't know, like a 97 to 100-point season, right? So people are looking at Arsenal as the favourites, like they're the bookies' favourites, and they've been the best team. They've been the best team this season. So for me, Man City, if I'm Man City and I know Pep, yes, we say it's the FA Cup, but it's a good opportunity to put the fear factor back on their name, because right now let's be real. When I speak to Arsenal fans now, they still acknowledge City's threat, but there's huge belief that they can win this league because they don't think Man City are the same Man City of before. So if Man City win this game and they win it in style, in my opinion, I feel like that may knock a little bit of confidence off Arsenal. I don't know what BHAVS feels about that, but I don't know. I just see it's just my outside in view.
That's what I'm saying. I believe there's a bit of psychological warfare attached to this game, which I believe it's slightly more important than your bog standard FA Cup game.
No, it is. It's more important. And there is that psychological thing behind it. But I also believe, because we won't play our first team players, how can I judge this game as if it's the deciding game? And so if you are the Arsenal players that start all the time, that confidence comes because of the players you have around you. So if we see Rob Holding start tomorrow and we lose, do I expect Rob Holding to go to the Etihad and win? No. But is Gabriel and Saliba a different ballgame? Of course it is. So the momentum's with the team. The prime example was actually Brighton in the Carabao Cup. Knocked her at home, but we played our third team. Our third team with Cedric and our goalkeeper and all that. The next game was Wolves away. Your people said, oh, this is the last game before the international break. They've just lost their first game in a while. Is it going to they bounce back? Because the first team came in and the first team did its job. So if we start a strong enough team, we can take a game to City, but City have got a stronger squad. And we're fighting for the title because of our team right now. So it's just about keeping that team fit and available and focused on the Premier League because that's where the momentum actually is. So yeah, man, it's a big... Pardon?
You do have a week off between the games.
Yeah, exactly. We do.
So he could go strong, but I think
we will. No, we will go strong. We'll go strong, but we won't go ultra strong. It won't be that everyone starting. You might see Partey start because we don't got El Noni, but you won't see, something like Martinelli might not start. Trossard will start instead. You might see Kivior start instead. So it won't be everyone fit and available. Matt Turner will be in goal as well. So it won't be the exact same 11. Plus, it's not the Emirates. So while the Etihad is, it's a scary stadium, this season people have beat you there. Brentford's an example, whereas at the Emirates, no teams beat us there. Of course, apart from Brighton in the Carabao Cup. So in the Premier League, we're unbeaten. Won, I think, most of our games, then drawn one. So, Etihad's scary. It's a good test for the players, but we'll see how strong the team is. If we play our strongest team and lose there, different ball game.
Frizzy, what do you make of these two teams, man? They're coming up against each other here.
I'm going. If I was Arteta, I'm going all out, bro. I need this trophy in it. If I was like, I need to win this trophy. I need to shut everyone up. I'm after everything. Right now, Arsenal need to build an ego, man. They need to build it. They're top of the league. FA Cup, you're playing against Man City. Go all out and beat them, bro. Because Man City, people need to remember. A lot of people don't understand because I'm a Liverpool fan. I've seen Man City breathe behind the back of our necks and we fumble it, bro. Do you know how scary it is being top and City are there? Do you know how scary that fear factor? That is scary. That's a scary place to be in. Top, where City are just breathing on your neck. You ain't won it. You ain't gonna win nothing. Do you get it? With City breathing, they got two teams, bro. They got two.
You're saying this Premier League thing is Man City's? It's still.
No, I'm not saying it's Man City still.
Okay.
But it can be. It's not finished. It's not finished. Man City can be 15 points behind you, bro. And if they're second. It is a.
You don't feel it's different though. You don't feel like it's a bit different now though. The way.
Nah, it's the same. It's the same. It happened to us, bro. We lost the league twice by a point. Imagine that, by a point. And it's not like 86 points. It was 97 and all 90 plus, and we're losing the league to City. It's long. Do you get it? With City behind you. So with this one in the FA Cup, Arsenal should play a strong squad, man. Go for it. Why not? Why not? It will be good to win the FA Cup. I don't understand. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, we're the current holders.
The only thing I will say is that he's won it before, so he might feel like that's already mission accomplished.
Win it again, man. Get it. No. Because you could finish second. Imagine finishing second in the league with an FA Cup trophy and being Arsenal. FA Cup and thing. Bro, that's...
But imagine winning the league and not winning the FA Cup.
Exactly, yeah.
That's how it is, man. Our priority is the league right now. So listen, we beat Man City tomorrow with our strongest team. We might get another tie after that, but that's another game. That's a game where Partey could get injured. That's a game where these players are at risk. So it's about limiting that risk to the Premier League only. That's what you want it there. We've got a thin squad in certain areas. Not a thin squad in general. We've got actually a pretty strong squad in other areas. But in that midfield area specifically, we don't have the squad to rotate in the FA Cup, Europa League and Premier League. So if it's another competition I want to prioritise...
Forget that. Forget Europa League. It's a bars. You don't even need muscles to lift up that trophy. Forget about that. You don't need to worry about Europa League. You lot are playing Champions League football next season. That's a given. That's good. Forget Europa League. Play Matt Turner and that in the Europa League, bro. You don't need to play a strong squad in the Europa League. Europa League's not that deep.
It's a good debate to have because Europa League is 2 legs, FA Cup's 1 game. Of course, unless you have a replay. So you could say, yeah, the trophy that'd be easier to win, plus the Premier League if you can do a double or win one trophy at least, is the FA Cup. But my priority is the Premier League. So
of course, that's always gonna be a priority. But again, like you got a week break of a Premier League. Just I'll say play a strong or semi-strong team type of thing. Yeah, and you're good, man. But trying to play a B team, it's long.
It won't be a B team though. It won't be a B team. It won't be completely a B team. It will be first team players plus a few like Trossards, Kivior. They won't be a bad quality of player. It will just be new players in there that might not be as dangerous as Martinelli or so and so.
Before I go to Super Chats, Hugh, can I ask you, what's stronger, your B team or your A team? Because it's not starting to be as clear as it used to be. It used to be like, oh yeah, the A team, obviously Haaland, De Bruyne. And I've seen them play a couple of times. I'm like, well, hold on a second. Recently, what's actually the strongest team? It's not so clear.
Right now, it's definitely the quote unquote B team, but they're my A team right now. You know what I'm saying? And it's because that some of those A-team players, they simply haven't shown the levels required to fully compete with Arsenal. And Pep has spoke about this. Gundogan's spoken about this. You know, players speaking about leaving the club. Some players have allegedly thrown tantrums and whatnot. Don't know how true that is, but apparently there are some. So those B-team players I'm on about, they're the ones that when they're getting their opportunity, they're actually showing a bit of desire, a bit of determination. I mean, the latest rumor is that Cancelo wants out of the club, and that it doesn't come as a coincidence that he's being benched by an extremely talented, but most importantly, a highly determined Rico Lewis, 18-year-old has come on and benched Kyle Walker and to a lesser degree Cancelo, because when Rico Lewis has to play, you have to play a defensive left back who's usually Nathan Ake, and it's been Laporte too. So the B team players, as we're labeling them, are actually my A team players right now because they're showing a bit of grit, a bit of determination. They look up for the fight. Mahrez and Grealish. Mahrez wasn't really favoured too much in the first half of the season. He's now one of the main men. Grealish came on at Old Trafford, a very flaccid performance in the first half, and he came on and added a huge amount of energy.
Flaccid performance? What the fuck? what kind of description is that? I've never heard of that before.
Soft and weak. Soft and weak.
What the hell are you playing at?
Don't do that. You know exactly what I'm saying. Listen, you
could have used many of them.
It was a very flaccid performance in the first half on Old Trafford, and Grealish came on and he added that aggression, that direct energy, and that's the reason why he's being favoured now. So yeah, the B team for me right now, as we're labelling it, is the team that I want to take to the pitch. Flaccid.
Cool. SAEED cussing La Liga. Barca.
Listen, I'm not cussing La Liga. I'm more Serie A, man. You know what I mean? I don't know about this La Liga hype, man. This season especially.
The game was poor. I'm not gonna lie. The Madrid. I don't know how it's going right now, but it was looking.
Are you still on your knees for Osimhen, SAEED?
Yeah, man.
Need to get off their knees, man. You ain't a fucking stripper. Get off their knees.
Why? He's coming to us, man. Don't worry, man.
He's not coming to you.
Is there going to be a Victor Osimhen watch with the eye emojis looking that way?
Yeah, man. Look out for it, man. They're playing. I don't know who they're playing. Roma this weekend. So listen, look out for it, man. Yeah, man.
Fair enough. Turkish, how could you possibly allow this gremlin to host? What is this catfishing? Makes me sick seeing him smiling in the top left. I'm just gonna have to hold that, bro. To be honest, you're gonna have to hold that today. It is what it is. If Arsenal play a weak team, will get smashed. To be honest, with the signings you've made, BHAVS, you've made a few additions. Do you feel like you're starting to put some depth in there now? You would want maybe how many more signings in this January window to be like how many more signings till you're happy, I guess?
One. I'd say one at midfield. I know we got a right back in mind, but we don't need a right back right now. Maybe next season, but not now. So one more midfield and I'm happy. But yeah, you're right, man. Now our squad is actually pretty strong in certain areas. Left back, right back, you've got Tomiyasu and Tierney as the backup. Centre back now, you got Kivior there. Maybe we could use one more centre back as well for the Saliba side, but you got Saliba can play there as well. Midfield is the position we lack the most. You know, it's just Partey, no El Neni. Samuel Lukonga's not it for it right now. So yeah, I think one more in midfield, and I'm confident we can actually go for it.
Okay. Appreciate the super chatting as well, even there's no comment with it, but appreciate it as always. If Arsenal win, the league is done. Marker down there saying if you win this game, it would be an impressive victory to go to the Etihad, to be fair, and get it done. More importantly, who learns more from this game and wins the Premier League match? This is Arteta versus Pep. Learn about each other's team. It is the first time they're coming up against each other tactically as well. We've seen some faults in Pep's system this season. TOBS, tactically, who are you giving the edge to tactically in a battle like this? If it comes down to that, I guess.
Well, it depends. Is Pep gonna treat it like a normal game, or is he gonna be playing Football Manager again, where he's putting left backs in left wing and fucking centre backs in CDM? It's an interesting question because I feel like as much as it pains me to say, and I've said this every single time this season, which shows how good Arsenal are doing. As much as it pains me to say this, Arteta has rarely got it wrong tactically this season. So I'm interested to see how this fares. I feel like based on form this season, you probably might give Arteta the edge because he's been able to find a way to try and outwit pretty much every big team he's played this season, with the exception of Man United away. And even in that game, Arsenal, let's be real, Arsenal dominated the majority of the match and I think he just got trigger happy trying to chase the game, right, instead of managing it properly. But it'll be interesting, man. If anyone knows Pep, it will be his cone boy, right? So
hang on. Relax with the cone boy thing, yo. Listen, you ain't content, man. You can chill.
So let's see.
Nah. He's a right hand man. And what did Pep say today? He goes, "I learned more from Arteta than anyone else in football." So it's quite the cone boy, isn't it? I mean. Because that cone boy ran out, he went to your ground and taught your manager a lesson. He taught your manager a lesson, home and away. So that cone man was doing pretty decent, you know. Let's not forget that last season when I came on in the summer here, Mikel Arteta, get him out. Is he good enough? Well, look at him now. No one's judging now. No one's judging now, is it? Everyone's can see the vision now when it happens in front of them.
We're Arteta out. So
half the fan base didn't know what they're on about, and now they celebrate.
So that's
half the time it's true. Half the fan base at the time. No, it's not about. It's not about names, bro. This ain't no beef thing, bro. I'm talking about half the fan base at the time had PTSD, right? They had PTSD. You ain't gonna believe me to say no names, bro. If you got a name, you can say it yourself. But half the fan base, I admit at the time, they had I won't say you wouldn't know what they're doing. I think some fans were going over the top for sure, but I think a lot of fans just had a lot of PTSD. They were like, the Wenger times and the Emery times, and they couldn't see the vision, right? But if you saw the way Arsenal backed Mikel Arteta, there was something there. And when you hear Guardiola say at the time he's going to be something special, Mourinho say the same thing. I think there's even a video of Pochettino before Arteta is even a manager saying Mikel Arteta will be a great manager. So when you've got all these cosigns of all these great managers that are great coaches, something's going to happen, and something is happening now. So it's not really a surprise, then, is it?
Was there no point in his tenure where you were Arteta out or doubts, or was you just the whole way through?
He was always Arteta in.
I always justified what was happening. I realized, it was like if Arsenal lost the game, it could be a tactical error. Of course, it could be. But I saw every time Arsenal lost the game, there was something that the players did wrong first before the tactics. And Arsenal tactically been spot on for a while. It's just that now the players executing that tactic consistently. That's it. The tactics have always been there. Of course, Mikel Arteta has learned in terms of decisions of certain players coming off at certain times and that type of stuff there. But you look at Mikel Arteta, he's a mix of not just Guardiola, but when you worked on a Wenger, you can see Wenger's football sometimes come through at the Emirates. Moyes as well, that pragmatic approach. That's what Arsenal have over Pep right now, over Man City, is we've got two approaches. We don't have just attack. We can defend and park the bus and be successful in that route as well. So it's like a bit of variation there. But listen, man, you got to respect Pep. He's a tremendous manager, more than you believe. And, City.
I love that. That was nice. That was a nice touch. On the flip side, TOBS, this super chat says, on the flip side, TOBS, an Arsenal win will put the fear in City. I don't know if that's positive for TOBS, but yeah.
He's right. Won't be happy with that. Super chat is right. It would.
And then they'll get back to, getting serious. That's what it kind of means.
Yeah. No, listen.
That's another way I look at it, Matisse, is that if on the flip side, like he says, if Arsenal were to win, maybe would have put some vengeance into City, and really, really seek out revenge and a bit more fire in the belly on February 15th. Just another perspective.
Yeah. Hunter is also saying Arsenal for mid-treble, FA Cup, League, Europa.
No.
So does Europa really count?
No. Grizzy, do you want to count that?
No, it counts. It counts as a trophy, but it's not a treble. We're not going to treble.
No handles. It's a
treble. 3 trophies is a treble. That's just
treble. After one, didn't they?
It's after one. Mother's Day.
Fuizzi, how was your quadruple last season? Remind me of that.
So if it doesn't have any handles.
You need to be careful, Remember,
we've been 9th place, but we're talking.
We've been top, and we've seen what can happen.
No, fair enough. You got experience of losing.
If City comes after you, you lot finish second with nothing, and we finish 4th. Long day next season.
Do you reckon they bottle it then? Would you?
Day.
Who is he?
Huh?
Would you call them bottlers? Would you call them bottlers? Arsenal, if they lost.
What I'll call them. There'll be a parade in Islington if they don't win. How about that? I'll make sure there's a parade.
You joining?
I'll make sure there's a parade, and Martinelli, come get your chain back. Come get your chain back.
Where'd you get that chain from in the first place? You weren't part of the squad.
I'm gonna give it to someone. I'm gonna give it to.
Oh, you bought it off eBay, man. Put it away.
Here you go. I'll give it to you. I'll put it around your neck.
I don't need it, bro.
Here you go.
I don't need it. I don't need that plastic medal, bro. You get a sports day at school.
You ain't seen this one, and Arsenal might not see this one. I'm being real. Arsenal fans should stop being cheeky, you know, because it's long. They don't deserve to be. This season here, it's been all over the place. Do you get it?
Or has it?
It's been all over.
For us or for you?
Oh, it's a strange season. Is that what we're gonna do? We're gonna put asterisks next to this title.
Oh, it's an asterisk this time. So when you won the league where there was half a break there, that was fine. That was no asterisks. That was amazing. When you were celebrating a title on StreamYard, that was amazing, wasn't it?
It was beautiful.
You're big StreamYard.
I can't believe I've said that.
What about before that, though? What about the Champions League? Huh? TOBS knows about that. I know TOBS knows about that. Look how God works. Look, he has to disappear.
You know what? Just for that food, I'm
Sorry,
so glad. I'm
Sorry,
so
Toby.
glad that everything that's happening to Liverpool. I wish you nothing but pain, and you ain't gonna win shit this season.
Why
just
would
like
you say
Spurs.
that? Why
Yeah?
would you say that?
Yeah.
Salah came to.
Because you said Toes will know about that. When you said,
You know-
you just saying we won the Champions League, don't bring me into it, yeah?
And
Just
I
say
know
we won
you
the
heard.
Champions League, keep
I
it
know
separate.
what you heard. I know
crazy.
you heard what Salah did as well when he came to Tottenham and scored. He went toilet and he didn't even flush. He left it in the change room. He didn't even go.
Listen, you can't. Salah can't be the hill you want to die on this season. Because that boy, I can smell him from here, and he's all the way in Merseyside. I can smell his performances from here. So,
What about in White Hart Lane? Did you smell him in White Hart Lane? What about in White Hart Lane? What about in White Hart Lane?
You don't want to die on this hill. You do not want to die on this Mo Salah hill this season.
What did he do
that
in
boy
White
been
Hart
thinking.
Lane? What did
That
he
boy
do
been
in White-
thinking. Yeah.
White Hart Lane? He wasn't.
Oh, what you mean when Eric Dyer gave him the ball?
White Hart Lane? He wasn't. I saw
Bruv, he's
Salah. I
cool.
was like, what? But Arsenal, are you listening? Don't get gassed right now. Learn from my mistake. Learn from my mistake. Arsenal fans, not get. I'm teaching them. I'm telling them. Don't learn from my mistake. Don't get gassed right now. It's wrong. When it's the night time and you look behind you, you got your headphones in, but you can hear something. That's Man City.
Well, I'm saying some PTSD here, man.
Yeah,
You still get nightmares nowadays.
Oh, he's traumatized, man.
Yo,
He's
he's trying to-
traumatized.
The trauma's mad, bro.
They're right behind you. You need to be careful.
Yo,
Wow,
fucking hell. They should get a book out, man.
I love that.
Mad.
I love
Bro,
these
it's
analogies.
dangerous. It's a dangerous thing. I was getting gas, and then look what happened.
They're saying it's not safe on these streets.
It's
Okay,
the hope
bro.
that kills you, innit?
The hope that
It's
kills you.
mad, it's mad.
It is the hope that kills you, and I do believe it will get to a certain point where Arsenal fans will be like, okay, now the pressure's on. Now it's really like
No, the pressure will be on, man. Pressure will
10
be
games
on.
to
but
go.
right
I think now this is a
it
nice
isn't.
period. Yeah,
Right
this is a
now, I'm just happy to be in the Champions League next season.
I hear
That's
it. Yeah,
man.
exactly. This super chat says, Farizzi, you're waffling. You want Arteta to go for it. Your manager was tried to show up for it, but because he was trying to win. Yeah, this is all over the place.
That's what I'm saying. First of all, what is CA? What is CA? What currency is that?
I'm not sure. Canadian, maybe.
Canadian. It's Canadian. I think.
Canadian dollars.
Imagine-
Canadian dollars.
He spent Canadian dollars, but it wasn't even in good English. That is nuts to me, bro. Like he didn't even type well. Like is there no autocorrect or nothing? I don't understand. That is nuts.
Yo, you guys need to be careful when you're coming for food, you know, because he's
tell
not
you.
playing with you tonight.
He said
He's not playing with you tonight.
You
He
can't
said, "Don't
spend-
go anywhere."
You can't spend $6 and write like that. That's not right.
Yeah.
The super chat says Arteta has a plan. I feel it. Personally, I'll take the league over the FA Cup. Big up the panel, of course. And BHAVS 14, Turkish needs to go out on loan. Listen, anyone's going to take the Premier League over the FA Cup 100%. I think the point Farizzi was trying to make is that you make sure that you leave here with something. And I agree with him because it's like, if you do, kind of push these trophies to the side and you say, oh, we're going to come out this competition, we're going to come out that one, and then you don't win the Prem and you finish trophyless, that's going to sting. That's going to really, really sting and hurt.
Matisse, you remember last season very well.
Please don't. Why are you coming for me now as well?
No,
Oh
I'm
my
not even coming for you, but I'm saying you
Oh
remember
my
it
God.
last season very well.
I do.
Imagine we lost both of them games, bro. The FA Cup and Carabao Cup.
Yeah,
and
true.
we was focusing on the Premier League and thinking, you know what? We got the Premier League anyway, so it's cool. We would have ended up trophyless, bro.
True.
Just go for it, man. Go for it. You're in it to win it. Do you get it?
Yeah.
You're not in it.
We both won the same amount of trophies last year anyway, so it's all good.
What trophies did you win?
Super Cup and Club World Cup.
Oh, shut up.
Is it the Community Shield?
Wait, City, Hugh, have you won any of those trophies before you disregard them? No, you haven't. Right.
I'm
So
not
let's
happy
not.
with it.
let's
We
not
won
do
a
that.
trophy this season already anyway, so I'm not.
What was that? Oh,
What have you won?
Community Shield. Community Shield. He's saying.
Or the Asian World Cup or something? What was that?
Community Shield, my boy.
Well, we got the Florida Cup, so hold that.
Florida
You're
Cup.
talking about where in America? The trophy. That's
Well,
in America.
where's Florida? No, it's not America. It's in Canada.
The trophy in America? It's not even in the Emirates. The trophy, bro.
Well, we got the one in Dubai as well. The Dubai Super Cup.
Oh,
We got double already, bro. We got them 2 trophies.
when there's a
How
World
can
Cup.
you say hold that as well? You said the Florida Cup. You said
You can hold that. That's what you can hold that. Shall I bring out the medals as well? I got the medals over there as well. The ones
Nah,
from
you're
eBay.
crazy.
The ones-
I swear to
He's
God.
got an escape plan. He's got an escape plan, Babs. In case they bottle the league, then he can say he's won the Florida Cup. You know what I mean? It's
Bro,
mad.
we're just fighting for top 4, man. We're just fighting for top 4 right now. We just got an advantage over. That's it, man.
Last super chat on Arsenal before we move on. We're gonna get some predictions, and I know we're not doing predictions officially, but we may as well get them in for fun anyway. This super chat says Trossard is a certified baller. Diaz not sleeping well tonight, knowing he's got to play him. He will shift Nelly out the team. I promise. He's not. He's way too good. I think you've got healthy competition over there, Babs, don't you? Are you happy with the signings before we move to predictions? Are you happy with the Arsenal recruitment?
No, it's a good signing. It's a good signing. I don't know if it's anything special yet because I don't think Trossard's got that much ceiling, but he's a good player. He's a very good player and actually he changed the game against Man United. So, he can have an impact off the bench and he's a different profile. He can play down the middle as well, left wing and right wing. So yeah, he's a good profile to have, but I won't lie, I'm still a little bit annoyed that a certain Mr. Bowley lost all composure and took our main man. But listen, I ain't complaining.
Fair enough. I haven't missed your super chats, guys. If I haven't read them out yet, it's purely because I'm leaving them to a different segment, just so it makes sense. So Adrian, don't worry, I got you. But yeah, man, we did have to kind of take Mudryk, and to be honest, it's a good thing we did because if we didn't, look what Arteta would have probably done with him off the touchline. So yeah, man, you guys are gonna have to hold that. Do you know what I'm saying? Let's get some predictions in. We'll start with the home team. Hugh, talk to me, bro. What's your prediction for this? No points on the line in the prediction league, but.
Stamp of authority. 3-1 City.
Okay. Wow. Whoa. Damn. Saeed, what are you feeling, bro?
I'm gonna go for a high-scoring game. I'm gonna go for Man City to win 3-2.
Okay.
It's gonna be an entertaining game. 3-2. I'm going for City.
Who is he? What are you thinking? What's your prediction for this, bro?
I think it'll be 2-0 City, but I really want Arsenal to win. I want Arsenal to win the FA Cup and not the FA Cup, sorry, this game and the Premier League, man. I'd rather Arsenal win it than City, to be honest with you.
Really?
Oh, reason I live in Islington. Do you know what I mean? Islington will be a family day out on the parade. Do you get? I didn't get to go to Liverpool one. This is my Liverpool parade, bro.
No, you had one, man. The one in StreamYard. Don't forget that one.
Wait a second, buddy. Why are you trying to join next man's parade? Shouldn't you be going to your own club parade?
He's more than welcome. He's more than welcome.
Liverpool didn't have one, so I'm gonna pull up to the Arsenal one like this. And this is my Arsenal parade.
You better win the Champions League winner as well.
No.
I'm pulling up.
This is madness.
I'm pulling up.
Liverpool,
And
you
it's
lot
my
did that
parade,
thing.
bro.
You lost the Champions League final last year, and you still did the parade. You did the parade, and you went mad.
But why did we do the parade? Why?
I don't know why you did the parade, but you did the
Because
parade.
we won.
So what I'm
we
saying
won
is,
one of the trophies we won.
You should
One of
have
the
gone to that parade. You should have gone to that parade last year. Don't be begging next man's parade. Yeah,
I'm
that's
talking
disgusting.
about the Premier League one. I'm not talking about the FA Cup. If
no.
Arsenal
Toby,
win
you're
the
welcome
Premier
as well, by the way. You can witness the parade. Toby, if you want to come through as well. It's local as well. North London things. You can see a title, North London. Maybe we'll come around Spurs' ground as well.
If
Fuck
Arsenal win the Premier that's why I'm not there for Arsenal. I'm there for me. I'm there
Yeah,
for
but
my club.
Fuizzi,
I'm there for
not
Liverpool.
kind of Fuizzi? Is that not
He's
kind
doing
of
a GRIZZ, man. He's doing a
Are you
GRIZZ.
not third
Brother.
wheeling?
Doing the GRIZZ, yeah.
You're not
Huh?
third wheeling. Are you not third wheeling?
How's that third wheeling? We both won the same gal. Do you get? We just won it in different times, bro.
Wow.
Do you get it?
Jeez.
Like it's not third wheeling. It's called a threesome.
I knew he was gonna say it. I
It's
knew
called
it.
a free show. I just didn't get my chance to show her off, so I'm gonna show her off as well with Arsenal.
Madness.
Nah. But all honesty, I think it'll be 2-0 City. But yeah, Arsenal need to play a strong squad, to be honest with you.
Why do all Liverpool fans love Arsenal? I don't get this, man. This is the second time. GRIZZ does this all the time. Now you as well. This is
They're
mad.
playing well. The football. Obviously, we've been playing City. Last couple of seasons has been Liverpool and City. So obviously that's my only reasoning. Do you get? Like
Fair
I would rather Arsenal. It's like Leicester winning it. Do you remember the Leicester season? Leicester won it.
Yeah, but Leicester's different. Nobody has any
No,
stops.
listen
in
is what I'm
Leicester.
saying. But no one expected Arsenal to do what they're doing right now. Do you get?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but why does that mean you have to celebrate with them?
what in the parade? If there's a parade, because I didn't get to have. Because of COVID, we didn't get to have one. So I'm having mine now. It's outside my doorstep.
No, but there was one last year. There was one last year. You didn't go.
Not a Premier League one though. That's what I'm trying to say to you. Like I'm not going to a parade because it's a parade. I'm going for the
parade, innit?
I'm going for the Premier League parade. That's
So you're just living through Arsenal.
Sounds like a fake fan to me.
I'm so confused, man. I'm so confused.
Never heard of
Tobs,
this.
you don't know what it feels like to have a parade, bro.
You're right. You're right.
You will never witness a parade. It's the only parade you're gonna witness.
You
It's
might be
carnival.
right.
You
might
only
be
go.
right,
It's
but I
only
can tell you this
carnival.
for free. You might be right. I can tell you this for free. I ain't begging anyone else's parade. If Spurs are losers, then we're losers. Just take
That's
your
fine.
L, right?
Why am I? There's been parades. In the future, maybe next year, the season after that, or the season, there's going to be a Liverpool parade regardless.
Who's to say there's going to be one next season?
There will be one, and everyone knows that they possibly
Yeah,
could be one.
you want to put money on it?
We sure about that?
I don't know, mate.
Wow. Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
We got him.
Wow. All of you like that, yeah? Say no more.
Hey.
Hey,
Oh my
I think
days.
reality just hit me. I think it just hit you, didn't it, bro?
No,
Reality just hit you.
I don't. I'm going. I'll wear my Liverpool top. I'll wear this, and if people say, "How come you're here?" I'm here because of we didn't get to celebrate our one, so I'm going to celebrate with you guys. Do you mind? Oh yeah, of course, because they're going to be in a happy mood. They're not going to say no. They're going to.
He's planned it already. He's
We're
planned the
gonna
day out.
get to his team next anyway, so it's
No,
calm.
You know what?
I told them it's calm. I know Robbie. I
They're
know
gonna
Robbie.
see
Let me in.
Well, they're gonna ban you, man. They're gonna be like, no, Fuizzi, man. You're not allowed in here, man.
Nah, they're gonna open with open arms. That's why. Do you get me? Like, do your thing tomorrow, man. Let's just talk about tomorrow. Do your thing tomorrow, guys, and boom. You get
Okay,
me? I'm with you.
Tobes,
lot tomorrow.
what's your prediction for this City Arsenal match in the FA Cup?
I'm going 2-1 City.
Okay. Wow. And Babs, what about you, bro?
What happens if it's a draw? Is it replay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fourth round. Yeah, replay.
In fact, I would love a replay.
No, there'll be a winner. And I agree. I think City will just edge it because I don't think we'll play our strongest team. But we're going to predict an Arsenal loss. I'll just say, for the sake of it, Arsenal 2-1.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go over 1-1. I'm gonna go over draw. I feel like this will go to a replay. Maybe that's me copping out. All right, cool. Let's see. So this super chat here, Adrian, because he was saying that I missed it. I didn't miss it, bro. I got you. Fuizzi, how you've been rating De Zerbi's performances on the left. Quick question: has Casemiro been a better signing than Haaland? Botman deserves a shout. Interesting. I think that question is a separate question, but he's asking you about De Zerbi. We're going to get onto that now because Brighton do play Liverpool again in the Amex Arena, I believe, on Sunday. We'll start with you. Yeah, Fuizzi, how are you feeling about your trip to Brighton? Because
I mean,
you just went there, didn't you, recently?
we went there. De Zerbi's one of the greatest managers in the world. And yes, he is on the left of the touchline. So where the camera angle is, he's on the left, isn't it? So yeah, that's why I said left. But I'm nervous. I'm not gonna lie to you, but just play a strong squad. But the midfield three, it needs to be the same midfield three we played against Wolves. That's it, man. Why is everyone I don't understand. When Nunes comes and plays you lot, it's a long day. Start Nunes against Brighton.
Why is he deserving the best manager in the world? Because he beat Jurgen Klopp. Is that what it is?
Yeah. If you beat Jurgen Klopp, you become best manager of the world for that week.
Well, then I guess there's a lot of best managers in the world.
Not Conte. Sorry,
Fine.
not Conte.
That's
Not
fine.
Conte.
Like
Not
you said,
Conte.
That's
Not
fine.
Conte.
I didn't say Conte. I said if that's the criteria, then
Well,
shit.
it's
There
not
are
Conte.
a lot of
Toby.
world-class managers this season.
Toby.
If that's the criteria.
Toby, please. Don't bring back 2009.
That's the same midfield that played against Chelsea on the weekend, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it was more.
You want to
Chelsea
stick with that?
won.
Yeah.
This is a Chelsea team that have stunk for weeks, and
there's a
they
Liverpool
could have
team
scored
that
like 3
stunk.
goals at Anfield.
There's a
They
Liverpool
should
team
have
that
scored
stunk.
3 goals at Anfield.
If Nunes should have started the game.
Do what?
I can't wait when you come Anfield. When you guys come Anfield.
So what's
Beating Spurs won't mean that you're good.
No. It to you. I don't want to beat.
No,
It's not about you.
everyone.
I want to beat Spurs because of you.
Let me ask you,
fine.
Grizzy. Let me ask you, right?
Liverpool still stink.
Gakpo and Nunes, right? Are you still? Is your confidence level not taking a dip? Not a.
Gakpo, I don't know. Nunes.
Okay, you don't know him.
Gakpo, he looks like Toby from Love Island. I'm not too sure what's going on here.
Wow.
But with Nunes, I love everything about him. I'm being honest. I'm being real.
He is fun.
I don't know what it is. I see things before other people. Nunes is going to kill the Premier League, bro.
Based on what? Just the
just
fact
wait.
that
Just wait. No, he's giving me Luis Suarez vibes, bro.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
What did you just say?
Don't do that. Don't do
He's
that.
giving me Suarez vibes, bro. No, but listen to what I'm saying.
No, they're all leaving.
Hold on a minute, hold
They're
on
all
a minute.
leaving.
Who is he?
Oh my goodness.
Luis Suarez is one of the best technical strikers we've ever seen in the game.
So
This
let
guy
me
has
finish.
no technique.
Let me finish what I've got to say. Let
Drop
me
me out of
finish.
this screen right now.
Can I finish? Can I finish?
I
Can I
will.
finish?
All right,
Am
cool.
I allowed to
Wow.
finish, guys? Thank you very
Wow.
much. When Suarez first came to Liverpool, yeah, he was messy. Like he was. When I mean messy, I don't mean the football player, but he was just all over the place. Yeah, 4 goals in his first season, even though he came in January. Yeah, but he scored 4 goals. Yeah. When he was shooting, it was going left. When he was shooting, it was going right. It was going over the bar. It was going all over the place. Just like Nunes. Yeah. But when Nunes gets it, you lot are all going to say, I should have known.
Do you not think Luis Suarez had like 10 times, 20 times better control of the football?
Exactly.
Brother,
Tight
listen to this.
spaces.
The
Listen
only
to this.
thing missing with Suarez was his finishing touch, right? Yes, he.
I'm
missed some
talking
chances.
about when he first came to Liverpool.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
season.
The only thing that was missing
Even
was his
Ajax.
finishing touch. He would hit the post a couple times. He might.
Wait,
miss the target.
Wait. Sorry, Toby, to cut you off. I'm so sorry, yeah? I didn't mean to do that. But SAEED said, did you see him in Ajax?
Yeah.
About Suarez.
Yo, they're saying you
What about
mean Dennis Suarez. Do you mean Dennis?
What about Nunes? What about Nunes last season? Nunes last
Dennis
season.
Suarez.
41
Benfica.
goals in all comps. Yeah, Benfica. Ballon d'Or nominee. Nunes was Ballon d'Or nominee. Top 30.
Mason
yeah?
Mount's got a Ballon d'Or nominee, man. Mason
but
Mount's
he-
got one, isn't he?
But we're not talking about Mason Mount right now.
No, but he's
I don't
said
know.
nominee, bro. Nominee's anything, bro.
I'm talking about.
Anyone
doesn't
can get a
matter.
nominee nowadays.
Well, Nunes got his. Nunes got his.
Are you really judging it just based off that, or are you actually judging it based off what
Exactly.
you've
Come
watched?
on,
What I've
man.
watched,
Come on,
watched
man.
is a player that if he was in any team that didn't create as many chances for him as, because he's had the most big chances missed in the Premier League, right? And his conversion rate is something like 6.7, 6.8%. And Haaland, who also has had the second amount of big chances missed, his conversion rate is 25%. So I'm looking at your striker and I'm thinking if he went to a team that created a normal volume of chances for him, he wouldn't be with as many goals, and therefore he would be more angry, no?
Oh, perfect time with that.
Too much
The
fun
internet
here.
the internet's had enough, bro.
Sorry, that's not gonna work. Don't go
We
anywhere.
have to get him out. We have to get
Don't
him
go
out.
anywhere.
That Suarez out made me sick. It made me want
That
to
is
vomit my
crazy.
dinner out.
No, but you know what, right? That was an awful shout, but I get what he's saying. Not about Suarez, but like he can be an effective player. That's what I say. You know, he'll make
I
himself
agree with
chances.
that.
Yeah, saying
I
he's
agree with
Suarez is the most technical player I've ever seen in in a long time. And Nunes is nothing like that. Different type of players. Nunes can be he could be a lesser version of Haaland. You know, in the sense of he'll make a lot of chances for himself. He'll score goals. Yeah, but he isn't nowhere near Suarez. So I don't know where he was getting that from. But I think
That
they're
is
just
the
Liverpool
wildest share
fans
that
right now.
I've shown in a
Yeah,
long, long time.
Liverpool fans
A
they
long time.
hurt. So.
Super
You know
chat
what
was
it
actually
is?
as well.
Nunez, like the word that everyone uses for Nunez is chaos, and it's right.
Yeah, he's chaos.
He's chaotic in both a good way and bad.
He's like
way.
Cavani. That's what he for me is. He's a Cavani. He'll make great runs. He'll miss chances.
But even Cavani,
He's not
Oh, he's
even on
more
Cavani.
technical.
He doesn't have the killer instinct like Cavani, or at least we've not seen it yet.
Cavani was way more secure. And with Nunez, like I like Nunez. I think on his day he is a really good player, but like he misses way too many chances, and his technical his technical level is absolutely scary. Like it is scary, bro. Right? So if he's not scoring in a game, it looks horrible. It looks absolutely horrible.
Facts.
This is the guy's first season. Yeah, is his
Yeah, I'm giving him time. You missed the first
time.
part of what I said, brother.
Oh, sorry.
He needs time.
He needs time. Once he's clocked the finishing thing, it's long. It's long.
Yeah, but you don't just clock it. You don't just clock it, bro. You can just see he doesn't have that. He'll finish some chances, but he'll always miss chances. He's like Jesus. That's what he does.
Jesus is 5 goals in 5 months. They're different players.
I think he's got the same amount of league goals or sitting thereabouts to Nunes, mate. I think Nketiah's got nearly the same.
Matisse, bring that up now. Bring up the stat.
Jesus has got 5 league goals. How many does Nunes have?
What is Nunes on and what is Jay?
Yeah, there you go. So I'm not even wrong. Bring up what stats, bro. Bro, I think you need to refresh again, go on stream, get some research, and come back again.
He didn't say Eddie. He said Jesus.
Yeah, it says Jesus has got the same league goals.
Jesus has 5 Premier League goals.
Hasn't Eddie got 4? Eddie's got 4 or 3.
Right? He has 5 Premier League goals in 14 games. And Nunes has got
5. It's 5.
He's got 5 in 14 games.
There you go.
Yeah.
And he's missed more big chances. So I'm just going to make that clear.
So see what Jesus has, right? Jesus will actually do things outside the box. I think he's also got 5 assists. And he'll do a lot of stuff outside the box. Yeah. Exactly. Whereas Nunes, he gets assists. No, he's got creativity, but Jesus has got more security outside the box. But look, they're different type of strikers. But I'm just saying,
Nketiah's got 4 goals in the Premier League as well.
Nketiah's a good finisher as well. Look, Nunes is a good player, bro. I will tell you, Nunes is a good player. He'll cause chaos. But he's not Suarez, so just take that back and we'll keep moving.
That's where my point was.
We'll just keep moving.
This is what I'm trying to say. Look, again, this is what I mean. This is why you man are moving like Daily Mail and that. Like you man will take words out of context and said Nunes is like Suarez.
You're giving us Daily Mail headlines.
That's the Daily Mail.
I said.
But you gave us Daily Mail headlines.
No,
you gave us the Daily Mail headlines, so we're reacting.
You're moving like Daily Mail yourself.
You know what I mean?
You man study journalism, I think, you know. But what I'm saying is, Nunes, he's giving me the same vibe of what Suarez. Do I think Nunes will be what Suarez had? No, I think Suarez is a very special, talented player, and I don't think he.
What does he remind you of Suarez?
No, I think I get what he means now. I think he means Nunes is going to explode. That's what you're going to say, right?
Nunes is going to explode.
That could be anyone.
Yeah, that's what he's trying to say.
No, you can tell when a player's going to do well. You could tell. Like I saw Man United yesterday. Even though he got a goal, Wagahorse is not going to let's be real.
That's how Wagahorse.
At least get the name right.
Wagahorse because
you can't be doing that.
Let's be real, Saeed. Is he going to
is
he going to do well? Is he going to do well?
Called him Wagahorse.
Is Wagahorse going to do well?
I think he'll do well.
Be honest. Be honest, please.
Yeah. I reckon he'll do well. Honestly, there's no pressure. It don't cost 100 million, but I think he'll do well, and it would surprise a lot of people. But
a lot more pressure on Nunes than there is on Weghorst. You know, Nunes was brought in to be one of the main.
The reason why there's pressure. The reason why there's pressure on Nunes is because he came same time as Haaland. Everyone was doing all this comparing thing with Haaland and him.
Yeah, you all gassed him up way beyond what he was.
Even if Haaland didn't come, there'd be pressure because the man cost 100 million all in euros. 100 million euros. There's always going to be pressure.
Yeah, people that as well. But people were comparing Haaland and Nunes, who's got a better ponytail, who's taller. Like it was just doing all this madness. Do you get it? Like he was getting compared with Haaland, and then Haaland just went boom and scored like goals. So that's going to be long. With anyone, that's going to be long. If you're a striker, you go to 2 of the top clubs in English football at that time, you're going to get compared. And Haaland, we all know Haaland's a dirty finisher, bro. Do you get it? But what I'm saying is, when Nunes gets it right with the finishing, it's going to be a long day, bro. With goals galore.
Will he get it right on Sunday is the question. We'll have to see.
Man. When's a big word?
When is a big word? You know what I mean? I want to be rich.
Yeah.
I want to do this. I want to do that.
Right.
But
you're right. Yeah, yeah.
When doesn't give you that?
When is the big word? You're right. But you get me. It's just law of attraction.
Liverpool.
You need to say the TikToks, bro. I think you watching too many TikToks, bro.
Now law of attraction. Liverpool have become now.
It is law of attraction. Look, Wagahorse copied Nunes' number, bro. Nobody ever wakes up and says, "I want Toby." Can you agree with me? Nobody ever wakes up and says, "I want to be number 27." Have you ever thought of that? I want 27 on my shirt.
What if that's the only number available?
No, there's bare numbers, bro. Like 27. Do you know how? Like nobody ever. Nunes started the trend of 27.
Oh,
No one wakes up and says,
I'm tired, you know. I'm tired.
I can't be asked anymore.
No, I'm actually finished.
I'm finished.
This brother says he's copied his
Who is
number.
he, man?
he copied his number. No one wakes up and says,
Killing
"Oh,
me, you're killing me.
give me 27." No one says that.
Cancelo was the original 27, man.
Listen,
Look,
Maron
look,
played
look.
it, mate.
New
Maron
fun-
played it.
Anyway, all right, let me blast through some super chats, man. He's asked you about Cody Gakpo. How is he working out for you? Obviously, you said you're not too sure.
Yeah, not too sure. I'm going to be. I haven't really seen him like. I haven't watched him in when he was at PSV, or I didn't really keep an eye on him. I don't know much of him, to be honest. And you just got to give him time to adapt, I guess. But
Yeah. Junior saying, what FA Cup lineup is this, bro? Fuizzi deluded. Listen, this is a lit lineup, and Fuizzi's hilarious. I'm not gonna lie, but you know what I'm saying? Each to their own, man. Each to their own. It's great.
Who said that? Dano Junior. Again, you paid to say that. You waste, man. And look, you just stay there for 1 minute, and we're going to the next one.
No, everyone thought I was shameless, man. Listen, Fuizzi, man. Like,
I got the two shameless brothers on the right side, man. It's lovely. It's nice. Chemistry's forming, man. Green connection. This face, man. This face of discombobulation. Fuizzi, what position does De Zerbi play? I think we already had that. It must be a different super. You said, what did you say? Left side? I don't know.
On the left, because that's where the touchline is.
Okay. All of you say there is no Man City fans, but 5 out of the 6 on this show cheer for us weekly. I mean, someone's got to be fair, but you know. Bottom right, one league and is talking the most. It's talking to you, Fuizzi. One league title, and you're giving it a big one.
It's one league title, and it's amazing because we done it in good fashion. We done it in superb. He wasn't born for the undefeated season, and you get it. Like he weren't born. I can tell he weren't born. He's got Saka on his DP, bro. He weren't born them times, bro.
That was number 10.
Number 10.
It was someone else, yeah.
No, it was Saka. I'm sure it was Saka. It says Saka was number 10 at the back. See, that's what I'm saying.
Why is he frozen, bro?
Doesn't make sense.
Why is he frozen, bro?
Where is Salah now? Question mark. I believe that's rhetorical, unless you really want to answer it. But the answer is not too pretty.
If I speak, I'm in big trouble.
Yeah. Fu, what happened to Firmino? No, look, memes. Your club stinks right now. Arsenal will beat City. The FA Cup means a lot for Arteta. Big up the panel. Mad.
Why are you getting on to me, bro? I want Arsenal to win the league. I want Arsenal to beat City. Why?
It's that mad support. I still don't understand it from Liverpool fans, man. It just keeps coming. Bro, your team's dead, and don't tell Arteta to go for it when your manager. Yeah, I definitely already read this one out. Your manager was too tired to shot. Let's see what else. Arsenal next documentary, Surviving Man City, in quotes. Interesting. I agree with the Liverpool supporter. We need to prioritize this game and the home Premier League game. But however, if we lose, this is not the end of us. So you're saying prioritize the FA Cup. BHAVS thinks there'll be a couple of changes. I think Arsenal can afford to make a couple of changes, to be fair. We'll have to see what happens on that. I know bottom right isn't coming from our fellow Canadian. Talking about Arsenal would look over our shoulder. Save the advice for Trent. You're saying Trent needs to look over his shoulder more so than anybody else. Okay. I mean, he's been all right since the World Cup. How you feel about that slander, Fuizzi? You're just going to let it slide, yeah?
He watches soccer.
I definitely read this one out already. Big up BHAVS. Every trophy is better than, I don't know what emoji that is.
Zero.
Oh, okay. Imagine the boss not winning anything for 2 seasons ago. He'd be gone and in the mud. I know Man United fans are saying still in the run for 4 trophies. Which trophies are they counting? They count. I guess you're counting what? Carabao Cup, FA Cup?
Yeah, so you don't agree with this. So you don't agree.
You still in the hunt for 4 trophies, SAEED?
No, obviously the Premier League is out of reach.
If he said,
was it ever in reach for Man United? Was it ever actually in reach? Did you actually ever believe?
There was a 3-day period where they were getting very good.
What he actually believed, bro? What happened to football as a humbler?
More than you can believe, BHAVS.
More than you can believe.
3 days.
Did you not watch the movie? Did you not see the conclusion and the end of the movie? Big up to Skull Hungry, but there was a movie outside, and go watch the movie.
I need to watch it.
Yeah, watch the movie, man. You know what I mean? It's madness. But yeah, Carabao Cup, man. We need to be there, innit? End of February. Get that first trophy in. And yeah, man. Let the Ten Hag reign begin.
What other trophies are you winning this season outside of the Carabao?
Possibly FA Cup. Europa League's really tough because it's in between certain games, so I don't know whether our squad will manage. But like I said, if we're in every cup, I want to win every cup. You know what I mean? That's should be the mentality. But the one that looks more kind of likely, I reckon, will be FA Cup and Carabao.
Who have you got in the FA Cup this weekend?
Reading at
Reading
home.
Oh,
We're gonna get to
God.
that. Yeah, nice and easy for Man United.
Well, you got Preston away, man. Relax.
Yeah, we're gonna get.
No. I want you out, man.
You want them out? Well,
So
why?
you
What's
can
that? What's that got to do with you? Are you gonna win this? You gonna win this?
I want to win it. I want to try and win it.
I
man.
bet you do. Yeah.
Wait,
Toby wants to dine. He wants to dine.
Toby.
Yeah, I mean,
course I
beggars
wanna
can't
win
be
it, bro.
choosers, man.
Are you winning anything, Matisse, this season?
No, man, but I'm full, belly full. You know, I'm used to this. So,
You sure? You look malnourished.
yeah, man, I'm stuffed, bro. I'm
You're
stuffed.
starving,
Genuinely,
man.
I'm belly full.
You're
I'm
starving,
stuffed,
brother.
man. I'm. You know, as Donald Trump says, we're gonna get bored of winning. We're gonna just keep winning all the time. Just you know what I mean.
You're hungry, bro. You're hungry. I can see it. In your
Oh
bones.
my
You're
God,
hungry.
Matisse, and you was laughing at me.
What?
You was laughing at me this stream about Liverpool.
Why?
You, out of all teams you support,
Yeah.
you're the one laughing.
Why? Yeah, I'm laughing.
At me.
You got jokes.
No, you were laughing at Liverpool though.
Yeah, why? What's not to laugh at?
Yeah.
You
man,
have
get
no
started on
you
me, man.
the audacity. You should not laugh.
Why? Because
Your
we're out of
contract-
FA Cup. That's why I'm hosting. To be
Your
fair,
players
Makes it easy for me.
signing contracts in blood, and you're telling me you're talking to me.
Listen, just make sure you focus in it because your league campaign's looking just as mad as ours. And if you go out the FA Cup,
We're still in the top 4 race.
okay, I don't know. About
Wow, seriously, you think so?
that. I don't know about all that, sweetheart. I don't
We're
know
still in
about
the
all
top
that.
Who are you displacing? Who are you displacing?
Toby knows. Look, Toby. Look, he's looking down. I don't know why.
What do
Toby,
you want?
please be honest with me, yeah? Be honest with me. Are you as a Tottenham fan, yeah? Do you write us up? Do you write us off the top 4? Be honest.
Toes
Who,
got
Liverpool?
Liverpool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Oh,
I genuinely do. I didn't before. I actually do now. I think you lot are crap this season. Genuinely.
We are being crap, but you write us off, yeah?
Yeah, I'm writing you off. Yeah, I don't think you're gonna get it. I feel like Newcastle.
Where are you finishing this season?
Newcastle-
Who is it? Where are you finishing?
Our aim is 4th or 3rd. That's our aim.
You're not finishing third.
No. We might not. We might not. But our aim is to finish 3rd or 4th. That's our aim, innit? That should be our aim. We might be far off it,
nah,
but
you need to walk before you can run. Talking about third.
if Man United
Europa
3
League
weeks
then.
ago, Man United was saying they're in the league, they're in the race for the league, and we're gonna win the quadruple and all of
But that
that.
wasn't serious.
Yeah, that was.
Saeed was serious.
Nah, he was.
Aye, Saeed, don't lie
The
now.
waters, man. He was only
You-
dipping his toes in the water.
There was no seriousness, man. It was just testing the waters. We were just experimenting.
Experimenting.
Yeah,
Saeed
experimenting.
Hakeem.
Yeah,
They turn into Dexter's laboratory after a couple of wins.
You ain't never seen Lilo and Stitch when they
Experimenting.
dash the balls into the water. And
So you got
Yeah, that's
scientists.
what I'm saying.
This was
That's what I'm
happening.
saying, Matisse.
Like,
He's in the
deep
same
it.
curriculum and that, man.
yeah,
We're like, okay, we're 10 points off 3rd, yeah, with a game in hand.
Bro, step by step, man. Europa League first,
Yeah,
Conference
yeah,
League,
man.
and then go up, man. That's
No,
all.
no, no.
before you can
We're
run,
10
man.
points behind 3rd, yeah, with a game in hand, and if we do win that, that's 7 points. Boom, boom, boom.
Bro,
And then
come on, man. Don't do
We
that.
beat
man.
United,
Don't
we
do
beat
that.
Newcastle, and we beat Tottenham. Like, it's
Game
long,
by
bro.
game,
Like,
man.
Mm,
First,
game
you
by
got to win a
game.
game.
Game at a time.
You got to win a game first.
We
One
we
game
will.
Yeah,
We will.
one game at a
We-
time, man.
we-
Skull Thuggery clip through Izzy. I'm guessing that was on the Suarez and Nunes comparison. I'm 100% sure it was. Van der Beek won a Ballon d'Or was a Ballon d'Or nominee. What the hell is this? That's a fair
He was
point.
never. Was he? Oh
No,
yeah.
in
man.
that, in that
I don't
Ajax
recall.
season, in the Ajax season, when
Ajax,
they
yeah,
took
my
the final,
bad, yeah.
What about,
Yeah,
what about now?
Nunes is Suarez, then Gabby Jesus is Pepe.
I'm not calling Nunes Suarez. Are you not
mean
listening
Pele.
to me? I'm not calling Nunes
Pele on
Suarez.
these super chats is wild. I think you meant Pele. You're not calling him that, but you're saying that he's going to have that kind of rise.
No, see again, Daily Mail. You're on to me. What I'm saying is when Suarez first. I'm going to say this. This is my last time I'm going to say this. When Suarez first came to Liverpool, he was all over the place, like Nunes. That's why I said he's giving me Suarez. So okay, Toby, you want to do that? You want to do that? What can you see? What can you see? Nothing. Like Tottenham's cabinet. Yeah.
This man is-
Have you been in a tour round?
You're kind of playing like Nunes in your debut. I'm not gonna lie. You're having bare shots on goal.
Yeah,
bare
man.
shots on goal. I can
Toby,
see
have you
it.
been?
You're chaos.
When you have a
today.
stadium tour, the museum tour, what do you see? Like, what do they show you? I'm intrigued. Harry Kane's boots and that. Like, what do they show you around the stadium?
Yeah, you're probably not going to see any trophies. In fact, you're definitely not going to see any trophies past 2008, but you're still going to see trophies. Spurs have got trophies in their history.
No,
I don't get this.
That was kind of mad. I can't lie. TOBS.
I'm gonna let him have this one personally.
What do you have this one? Spurs have
Yeah,
got
that's what I'm
trophies.
saying. You've got trophies. That's what I'm trying to say.
What?
Bro, they got trophies, man. They got
I don't
2008.
need to explain it to you. You get the banter. Oh, Spurs, they won a trophy. They've won one trophy in 22 years. I get that. Cool. But you keep making this point around Suarez, and it falls on deaf ears. Because
you are not listening to what I'm saying. You know,
I'm listening. I've even sympathized.
I need to read out this next super chat.
I've even sympathized with you. Saying it. You keep saying it, bro.
I'm not saying Suarez and Nunes are on the same level. I'm not saying that because that's what you lot are making me think I said that. I never said that. I just said he's giving me.
We need to stop him making think that.
He's giving me first season vibes of Luis Suarez. That's what he's giving me.
Bro, in Suarez's first full season, he got 26 G&A. Is Nunes hitting that?
That's first.
No.
I'm talking about his first season.
No, so he came in January. You're talking about that 6-month period.
It's get that stat. How many goals? How many goals in the Premier League?
4-month period because he came right at the end of the window.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter.
All right, let's move on.
Yeah, let's move
I'm
on.
not missing any super chats. You don't need to worry. I've just got them saved, people, as always on this show. That's how we do it. This super chat says Man City creates chances for Haaland. Nunes must of the time he created his own chances because our midfield have zero creativity. Context, people. Yeah, fair enough. He is a bit chaotic and does create chances. This super chat was mad. Pac-Man says this Don just as a call center. Worked on the bottom right, gets his ball knowledge. Panini sticker box.
Who said that?
Oh god.
You're 65 years old and you're on the chat chatting to me.
Bro, just as a fact, the stat you were looking for was 9 G&A in 13 games in that first 6 months.
No, how many goals?
9 G&A
In the first 6 months?
in 13 games. The first 13 games.
Is that in the Premier League or in total?
Bro, the first 13 games. Nunes ain't doing that.
Let's see what Nunes got. Let's see Nunes' goals. No, let's see it. Get it up now.
Why are we still on this take, bro? We get the take. Let's keep moving.
It's wild, man. It's so wild.
Bro, you need to take on, bro. We've been over the take half an hour.
He's
trying to justify.
Nunes is
on like 9 goals this season.
Get behind him, man.
He's gonna be dead baller, man.
Nunes is on like 9 goals.
I'm trying to blaze through these super chats from him.
He's basically just used about half an hour to waffle about how Nunes is gonna be like Suarez. Like it's not the right
See, another one, another Daily Mail quote. You lot are just like you lot. Stop doing this to me. I never said he's going to be like Suarez.
All right, fans, bro, fans. You didn't say this. Come on.
All right, let's move on, man. Let me blaze through this. If we're talking about dead forwards this season, what happened to Sonaldo? Obviously, Son, Hume, Messi, Son, Perrion, Son, Hume, Son. Obviously, TOBS could speak on that when we get to the Tottenham section. Look at Nunes' stats for the last 2 seasons at Benfica. He might be right about Nunes, 2021, 6 goals, 29 appearances, 22, 26 goals, 28 appearances. You could also say that's a one-season wonder potentially as well, if you want to spin it that way.
We don't even have to place one-season wonder. Nunes will, because of the way he plays and the way Liverpool plays, he will score more goals. All he needs to do is start converting some more chances. But we're just talking about the comparison to Suarez. Even with that, it's off.
I'm not talking about. Okay, forget.
Let's just leave it.
Right.
Daily Mail.
Another Daily Mail.
More than you can believe.
This man talks nonsense.
Get in order now, please, man. Matisse. This is
bro. This is how the show goes every single episode. Don't talk to me about getting in order. You know how this show goes every single time. There's a half-an-hour segment on shit that shouldn't be taking place. There's nothing I can do about it. He's saying, how is this Saka? That looks like it's probably him, to be fair. You know what I'm saying? Like a personal photo. We maybe finished 5 Spurs will bottle 5. Just watch. I don't know, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Thank you for the super chat, though. Hold that L 3-2 SAEED and 2-0 to Arsenal for the FA Cup. Conor when you Gunners. Bottom right, ball knowledge is League One levels. Okay, harsh. Bottom right is got HUGH stressed big time and need to see a stream with Lawless, Fuizzi, and TOBS. Okay, cool. That would be mad. All right, cool. We've caught up on the super chats. I didn't miss nobody, so don't get at me in the chat. Big up your damn selves as always. Appreciate the support. And of course, you know what I'm saying? Let me make sure that I just do a little bit of extra hosty host works. A word from our sponsor, Manscaped.
This show is brought to you by Manscaped. And yes, Manscaped are the best in the business. They are the best in below-the-waist grooming. It ain't easy out here, I can't lie to you. So what Manscaped have done, they've introduced the new Lawnmower 4.0. To get 20% off, all you have to do is use the code TB620 at manscaped.com. And listen, come support the Big Six family. What are you doing?
There you go, guys. 20% off TB620. Link is in description as always. Let's move on. I mean, we have to get score predictions quickly for Liverpool Brighton. Furizzi, we'll start with you. What's your score prediction for the game at the Amex?
For me, it all depends on who starts. If we get it right, then I'm going with a 1-0, 2-0 win. But if we get it wrong, then we're gonna lose 2-0.
So if Klopp, okay, all right. Let me not dive into that. TOBS, let me know for your score prediction. SAEED has lost it.
Brighton are at home, innit?
Brighton are at home, yeah.
Brighton at home, yeah.
2-1 Brighton.
Okay. BHAVS, what are you thinking for prediction, bro?
3-1 Brighton.
Okay.
Just imagine I wasn't here, guys, yeah, and I didn't speak today.
Didn't they just beat you like 2 weeks ago?
They beat them
Bro,
3-1. Yeah.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying, Babs? You get what I'm saying? They waxed you like 2 weeks
What's changed
ago,
between the 2 weeks? Like, have you signed someone or like someone come in or something? Has Nunes become Suarez?
We've been watching videos.
I like that one.
That was rough. I'm going to go with a 2-1 Brighton win.
Superchats jokes.
Hugh,
Yeah,
what are you telling me in terms of your score prediction, bro?
3-1 Brighton.
Okay. And SAEED, finally wrapping it
Be
up.
smart.
I'm going to go with 2 on Brighton. Yeah. You're not doing it, man.
Okay, well, there you are. I think Liverpool got more bigger, important priorities than FA Cup anyway, so it probably wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Let's move on. Tottenham were mentioned, so we'll talk on them next. Maybe they've got the more difficult tie, probably out of the rest of us in terms of Preston away from home. Preston, I believe, are mid-table in the Championship. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, it's an interesting away tie. It depends on, I guess, Toby, what team you're sending out. What do you want from this game? You trying to win this trophy, bro?
Yeah, I am. I want him to put out like a relatively strong team. Doesn't have to be strong to the T, but I need to see some players play, man. I want to see Kulusevski start. I want to see Richarlison start. I want to see Basuma start. I want to see Bentancur start. I want to see Romero start, bro. I want to see Perisic start. Like I want us to take it seriously. It's our only game for a week, right? Before the Man City game next Sunday. So can't take this for granted, man. We got dunked out by a mid-table team last year, mid-table championship team last year, and it was a pretty pathetic performance. So we just got to take this seriously, man.
No, 100%.
You think Conte might prioritise this competition, seeing as it's the last real trophy?
I think he has to. I think he will, and he has to.
Would you view it as a massively successful season if he was to win the FA Cup and not get top 4?
I wouldn't view it as a bad season, but I would view it as I would be happy with the FA Cup, of course. I'll be happy with the FA Cup, but us finishing outside the top 4 is a step backwards because you finished top 4 last year with a weaker squad, and now you're telling us you can't finish top 4 with a supposedly stronger squad. It's weird. But that question's a curveball one because it's like I can't class that as a bad season because we've won a trophy, right? And I would.
That's the dynamic on the top 4.
Do you not think you could take that step back to maybe move 2 and 3 steps forward?
Well, I don't know because I doubt Conte's staying. Even if he wins a trophy, I don't see him staying. So
that's why a trophy is more important because if he's not going to be here next season, then what's the value of Champions League? You're not going to win it. So I think the best thing for Spurs' future is if Conte leaves and you actually get in a project manager like a Ten Hag or Arteta, that type of ilk manager. I think you kind of been left behind in it because these teams have now got this positional play type of football. It's all kind of similar principles, and Spurs are kind of this whole part of the bus counter attack. Worked last season for you, fair enough, but I think a trophy, and that's probably Spurs' best season they've had in a while because it's a trophy, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll take a trophy. If we didn't, I'll take a trophy this season, even if it meant we didn't finish top 4. I don't think we're going to finish top 4 now. I would be delighted with a trophy.
Yeah, I think for as well, Harry Kane, if he wins a trophy, then at least he's got something to kind of think about and build upon for the next manager. Yeah, I think Tottenham will go far in this. Obviously, one person will go out in terms of Arsenal, Man City. That's a big hit of gun. I think Tottenham should, again, like every season, should be prioritising this FA Cup. But
100%. Chelsea already out of it.
Chelsea already out of it.
Exactly. Brighton are playing Liverpool, so one of the top 8 sides again will be out.
Yeah,
like you said, one of the top 4 sides in Man City or Arsenal will be out, right? Bro, we got to take it seriously. I think Newcastle already. Are Newcastle still in this, or they?
Oh, they're out. They're out.
Newcastle are out. Yeah, they went out.
Do you get what I'm saying, man?
Yeah.
You guys should have taken the Carabao Cup seriously, because looking at that now, look how easy that is for Man United.
You're telling me.
Well, Newcastle's not easy,
but why we're losing to fucking Nottingham Forest?
Yeah, who knocked you out?
Forest. Oh, I mean, they've been to the semi-final. Wait, so the quarters are knocked you out?
Nah, the last 16.
Jesus Christ! Wow.
Yeah. No, I think Conte's won this FA Cup as well with Chelsea, hasn't he?
Yeah, he won it in his second.
And he left as well, I think. After,
yeah, he left on it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they
finished 5th. So it's very similar circumstances. Finished 5th. The FA Cup. Bounce. Get the hell out of there.
Yeah, get out there. And then after that, he can be shameless and say, "Yo, I've won a cup with Tottenham," and then you put it on his CV.
Because it'd be mad if they had Mourinho and Conte back to back and no trophies won with these 2 serial winners. That would be like this mad stigma around Spurs. I think Conte needs a trophy for himself as well, more than anything.
Yeah.
My question is, Tobes, do you have the confidence that you can win a trophy in these circumstances with this kind of contract situation looming for Conte, all the speculation with Kane, and like the way Son is playing? Son is in the worst form I've ever seen. This is one of the biggest drop-offs like I've ever seen. I'm not gonna lie, it's that bad. Like he was a top player. Everybody was kind of always flirting with, is he world class? Is he not? But he was always one of those players that everybody kind of said, yo, this guy, he's both footed, he can finish, he's there season in, season out, he's exceeding XG in a team that doesn't always create the most chances. At times he's carrying because Harry Kane's been out, he's had to play the striker role sometimes as well. What's going on in terms of confidence? Do you really believe? I know you want it, but do you actually believe that you can actually win it?
I think there's a chance you can win it. Do I truly believe it? Probably not, but I did believe it wholeheartedly at the start of the season. And there's a big opportunity here, man. Like if we win this, we're into the 6th round, which is what, the quarterfinals, basically. Yeah. Right? You're in the last 8, man. Just take it seriously. Like, listen, Preston, you know, the magic of the FA Cup. We could easily go there and lose, but as far as ties are concerned, like you've got a relatively straightforward tie. Like it's a straightforward tie if in comparison to Liverpool, in comparison to Arsenal, right? Go there and win it, bro. Just win it. Simple.
Do you think if they won the FA Cup, he might consider staying on and say, right, we've achieved something?
No, I think he's gone if they win I think he's going. Doesn't really matter.
Does he go down as a Spurs legend if he wins the FA Cup?
Yeah.
No, I don't think he does enter as a Spurs legend if he wins the FA Cup.
No, I don't think he does as well. Because in a weird sense, I get it. It's their first trophy in a while, but again, it's the way the manner, it's the way how it's gone. It's not been what it should have been. You know what I mean? So,
but
what was going to happen? What was actually going to happen? What was actually going to happen? This is exactly what was going to happen. No, this is exactly what's going to happen, bro. Because I always said they're bored and Conte were never going to work. And it got them top 4, amazing, but it wasn't going to get past that. The Conte wants to win a league title. Never going to happen at Spurs, especially with the way their board operate. If Spurs are going to do anything like that, need to have a longer term process. They've got to trust the process now.
What's your opinions, Fuzi, on Conte and Tottenham? Like, does anybody feel like Tottenham are better off? Do they have more of a chance of winning this competition if they sack him or if they keep him?
No.
Because you think you have to keep him, right? Is that what you're saying, Saeed?
Yeah, I think they've got to keep him because he's already won the FA Cup. I think he can take the most pride in this one. I think cup competitions, you don't have to, you know what I mean? Your tactics are there to win rather than to kind of vacate for the supporters and whatnot. You don't have to play pretty football. You're there to win. It's a results-based business, and you go by round, and you keep winning. So no fan should be looking at a game in a cup competition and the style you win it. If you get to the final, you win ugly, you've won the cup. So there's no kind of, you can dress it all you want. You're there to win. So I think for me, you know, Conte should be looking at this. I'm thinking, yeah, let's win it. Let's put our strongest team out there and win it.
100%.
Yeah.
Fuzi, what would you say is the major? I mean, what have you made of Tottenham this season so far and their chance of this FA Cup? What would you rate it?
FA Cup, I mean, at this round, it's like anyone could win it. Do you get? Like, I think we've got to get closer towards like the quarterfinals and semis and be like, okay, cool, this is the club to look out for, and then we'll narrow it down. But as of now, Tottenham, I don't know. It's all over the place. I think it's just like us. I think behind the scenes, there's something not going right with Spurs. Do you know what I mean? I think getting rid of Conte, it will probably be very like, who do you bring in after that? The answer isn't get rid of the manager, bring in a new one. No, it doesn't work. Like, it doesn't work. Chelsea do it all the time, and it doesn't work. So I think if you get rid of Conte, who you gonna bring? Sean Dyche? No, literally, who's available? Like, who you gonna bring? You got to be smart about that. So you gotta. I think
Conte himself needs to do a better job this season. So it's not all on Spurs. And second of all, even if he was doing a fantastic job, Conte is the one that's not signing a new deal. So
is he getting the
Conte
back?
is holding Spurs back. Conte's holding Spurs back.
Getting the back in. Is Conte getting the back in?
No, I don't think that's the fair statement, Babs. I think Spurs' hierarchy are holding Spurs back. Conte,
no, it's a bit of both. I think Conte's holding you back because I honestly believe his style of football is outdated in terms of winning a title. And if that's your goal,
even if it is, yeah, let's just say it is. If you hire a manager like Conte, like you said, the reasons why you said you didn't think it's working are the reasons why it can't all be done Conte. Because if you hire a manager like Conte, you know what he's about. And if you don't give him every single piece he needs, then of course he's going to kick up a fuss. Now, it's not all down to them, right? Because like you said, Conte as a manager, his managerial performance this season has been poor. He's not managed the squad well. His tactics have been poor. His style of play hasn't been good. Like, he as a manager hasn't banged, right? But again, we've seen managers. We saw him bang last year. We've seen managers who have banged in previous years, and they all fall under the same. They all fall over the same stumbling block, which is the people above.
That's what I'm trying to say. If he's not getting the back in, it's not going to work out. Like, do you know what I mean? With Conte, I don't think he's getting the back in. So that's the reason you can't get rid of someone like that. Do you know what I mean?
But then,
and then
to be fair,
he's been back.
Exactly. He don't want to stay. He don't want to stay.
He's been given money. He's been given money, 100%, and that's why that's where Babs' point comes in around how Conte is holding Spurs back. And I think on this season's evidence, I would have to agree. But fundamentally, Conte wasn't here when we were stinking and tanking in 7th under Jose, Ryan Mason, and so on and so forth. Conte wasn't here before. This isn't the worst season Spurs have had. And this is not the first season when Spurs have had the similar issues that have plagued us in the previous years.
Yeah, I think that, honestly, Spurs' season is only compiled because of Arsenal. If Arsenal weren't there, I don't think people would have been, I think Spurs are like, 3 points off 4th, something like that, and not far off 3rd either. So that you're not far off. It's just that because we're up there in the league and we're actually fighting for the title and playing a brand of football, I don't think your fans could contemplate how that's happened. But it's just, as I said, it's two different styles. You've got a project and then you've got a short-term manager. And if you want to be a team like Arsenal right now and have that security there, it's not going to happen under Conte.
Yeah, you know what? The Arsenal point is a fair point, and I think a lot of fans, a lot of people that I speak to, they're looking at Arsenal and even me included, thinking like it's nasty to see, considering we were the ones that pipped Arsenal to top 4 last year. So we're the one with Conte, etc., etc. So it feels like we've not kicked on. But I genuinely believe even if Arsenal weren't flying as much as they are, I would still look at our season the same, because it's just not been fun. It's not been fun for large spells. Like, we've struggled in so many matches over the last couple of months. We've lost a lot of matches over the last couple of months to really poor teams. I just mentioned that we lost to Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest are fighting relegation, and we lost to Nottingham Forest, and they beat us well as well. Like 2-0 wasn't even an unflattering result. It could have been more. So
it's a style of football, bro. I don't know how you watch that.
No one's
that
style
of football.
It's not just the style of football.
I get that. His players aren't in place as well, but I think he's the manager that wants to kind of play in that way. Like, he wants to sit back and counter. Whereas you look at Arsenal, you look at United now as well. You're taking it to teams. That's why their fans is like so invigorated, because they're seeing their team go for it. And I think Spurs right now, that's just not their style of football. And that's why. Do you know when you had Poch, right? And we had Arsene Wenger, I used to fear Spurs a little bit, because these guys take it to Arsenal. They'd press Arsenal. You had a young Kane, Dele Alli. Now it's a bit like, well, they might win the counter attack, but they're not better than us.
There's no motivation in that club. Like, it's like everyone's just sad, You know what I mean? Like, no, it's for real. Like the players, the manager, everyone's just sad. There's no motivation, and like they're not motivated.
I think they kind of peaked already. You know,
They
on
don't
that
want to be
point,
motivated, bro.
They peaked in the content. I said it last season.
League.
I said that when they got Champions League, they got cooked for it. I said they got peaked. And they said, no, next year, title contenders. Gary Neville, they'll be there. They ain't there now.
No, I think they peaked with Poch when they reached the Champions League final. That team that they had there with Alderweireld, with Vertonghen, and you know.
But if they give Poch these funds, like £100 million to spend, do you not think like is Poch's talent ID as good?
I think Poch gets a lot of slack.
His talent ID is not good.
He was also stale, man.
He always needed a technical.
I think you need a.
But ultimately, Spurs would be Spurs as a whole would be in a better place.
More secure.
If we did what most of us wanted, well, what I wanted, and what you just mentioned there, which is not to have sacked Pochettino, to have kept him in the job and let the whole thing crash and let him rebuild it again.
Yeah, it's like that pain. Arsenal.
Now they've been searching for quick wins for the last 3-4 years, and it just hasn't materialized. So.
Let's get predictions in on Tottenham. Tobes, we'll start with you. Away to Preston. What's your prediction, bro?
I'm going for 2-1 to Spurs.
Okay. BHAVS, what are you saying for this one, bro?
I'm going 2-1 Spurs, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go 2-0 Spurs. I'm going to go 2-0. What about you, Hugh?
Yeah, 2-0 Spurs as well.
And SAEED?
I'm going to go with 3-0 Spurs.
Comprehensive. And Fuizzi, final prediction on that.
3-0 Spurs as well.
Okay. Everybody going for Spurs wins. Let me blast through some super chats before we get to the last game. Man United versus Reading. Out of Uzin says bottom right needs to be renamed to Fugazi. I think you know we're not playing, bro. You know what I mean? Like, you know, we just taking some time off, man, to work on ourselves, you know? Because we got a little break now for 13 days. So, you know. We're just letting you have some fun because you said you was going to win this trophy. You're going to win a competition this season. So this is your last one. You know this prediction at the start of the season when you said you definitely
this is my last chance. Yeah.
We thought we will humbly take ourselves out of the running so you could have the utmost opportunity to do so, you know, because you're under pressure right now with Conte if you don't win a trophy.
Wow. So, little broed there, man.
Little bro, man. How is Liverpool getting top 4 with Salah playing like pound shot, Reece Nelson, and have Newcastle away and then Madrid in Champions League, Brighton 3-1? Who is he? Wow.
The club he supports is not going to be. Are not playing Champions League football right now. I could just tell by the way he typed. I could just tell.
Off topic, where do you man put Samuel Eto'o as a striker? In my opinion, he's better than Drogba. I think we had this conversation before. I don't know if it was on Big Six.
Big Six, yeah. Big Six. Watch out for it, man. Watch out for the content.
Yeah, I think we. Oh, actually, yeah, it may have been because we're doing all time, isn't it?
All time, yeah.
Okay, so maybe it was a discussion. I can't remember where this discussion took place, but I think everybody kind of unanimously kind of went with Eto'o as the better striker because he's the better finisher, but Drogba obviously maybe big games. I don't know. Anybody got an opinion on this? Is what Ajax manager sacked as they languish in 5th in the league, fighting for Champions League spot, but we were told any manager can dominate that league with Ajax.
Ain't easy.
A lovely segue into Ten Hag and Man United. If Conte wins the Champions League, he's a Spurs legend. To be fair, we didn't even mention the fact that Tottenham could they are still in that competition. But I guess nobody believes that. Yeah.
You're playing in Milan though at the right time, though, man.
Milan looks stinky, man. Honestly,
stinky, man.
It's not looking good. We've got a few more super chats as well. Let's see this last one here before we move on. Big up the panel and welcome to the first timers. SAEED, you think we can win a trophy and get top 4? I'll take a teacup right now. Rashi on fire. That's a great way to segue into Man United, bro. Talk about it. Big
way, man. Big up King Howie. Yeah, 100%, man. That should be the aim this season. Get into the top 4 and win a trophy or 2. You know what I mean? You know, if there's more, the merrier, as they say. I can't lie, man. It was convincing yesterday. Nottingham Forest, everyone might be disappointed, but we controlled the game. Obviously, they had a few opportunities. Surridge, you know what I mean? Couldn't go disallowed. I think that is it. Brennan Johnson, he's lively, very, very lively. But we dealt with him. Weghorst got his goal. Bruno Fernandes, you know. So it was a very, very, it was a very comfortable game. And I just think, you know, we need to win this trophy, this Carabao Cup. I know we're talking about FA Cup, but we're into the Carabao. Well, it looks like it. Barring a miracle, we should be in the Carabao Cup final. And then we should aim to win it. This is another cup competition as well. We're playing Reading. And when you just keep winning these games, and you just you end up going to the quarterfinals, semi-finals. You just have that vision in it of winning that trophy. And I think this season for Ten Hag, it would be one of them situations where he's looking. That's why he's playing strong in pretty much every game. And you're like, Ten Hag, you need to chill out, man, because we need to rotate. But because he's looking at the way this trophy can be almost like a mental block and a mental shift where you're like, right, you've won a trophy now kick on. Listen, I don't want to compare him to Guardiola, but Guardiola's first trophy, was it Carabao Cup, Hughie? Correct me if I'm wrong. So there you go. And that just kind of sets the precedent to kind of say, you're not undermining small trophies or trophies that are lesser. You kind of have to win this now and build the building blocks. And then you create this mentality around the team. So I think he's going in strong for all these cups. And he's hoping that one of you guys then, trying to, kind of be, oh, we're not really looking at this competition, or we're not taking it seriously. He'll just go in and just go, bang, well, I'll have that and I'll have that. So I think, you know what, get into top 4 and then win a trophy is the ultimate aim, man. And I think we're on course, man. We're joint third in the league, and obviously we're 1 foot into the Carabao Cup final. So I can't complain right now. It's we've had a few ups and downs, but majority of the season it's been good. And Ten Hag is sorry?
You still experimenting?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, why do you keep going to the experiment? The experiment's done, bro. Like, relax. You've seen the movie, and it's all done. You've seen the movie, man. But nah, I can't complain. I can't lie to you. I think right now, at Reading, I don't know where they are. I think they're around 14th in the league, similar to where Preston are. So, Paul Ince, former United player, he'll be one to kind of prove something back at Old Trafford. I know he went down to the Merseyside road, and listen, I don't think he's that welcomed that much at Old Trafford for the Old Trafford faithful. But listen, big up to Paul Ince. Obviously, he's won many trophies at Old Trafford. But now, like I said, I think for me, it's gonna be an interesting season, man. I think we're gonna be in for most trophies, man, this season. So yeah,
you might recognize Tom Ince, Hoylett as well, Julian
Hoylett, yeah,
Hendrick, some of the
Abarama plays there.
Yeah, he's on loan from Chelsea. Yeah, so
on loan still. Wow, that's crazy. Have you not let go of him, man? Why just let go of these guys, man? Like seriously, why do you keep holding them?
We just don't let them go, bro. We just don't let them go. We just hold on to them forever. Yeah, man, proper
mad.
Proper
but yeah, it's crazy though that the Ajax manager has been sacked, man. It's mad. It ain't easy, man.
I did look at their league table today, and I did think to myself, yeah, you're not really performing, are you? Could probably get sacked. So
yeah, man.
It's madness. It just goes to show it's not a given. Joshua says, big up the panel. Nice to see new faces host. Surely this is a bit of a foregone conclusion for Man United. Obviously, I watched them in midweek as well. Rashford. That was a great goal from Rashford again. This guy is in insane form. I don't know where people are ranking him right now in terms of left wingers in this league on form. Probably the best on form, you'd have to say.
You have to say, man. And you look at his goals and assists, like, I think he's got the highest in Europe post the World Cup. You know what I mean? He's in amazing form, like. And I think that goal that he scored yesterday is just an epitome of his confidence. Like, last season, he was running, but he never had his head up, and he was just kind of like running into people. It was, you know what I mean? His dribbling skills weren't great. I remember so many times 1v1 opportunities, bottling it. And this season, he's just going at people and has the confidence to tuck in and beat people at ease now. And I know he has a bit of luck with the defender. I think he should do better. But that luck, sometimes I think, you know, you create your own luck, man. And your confidence is that high now. You go into things with taking full risks. And I think the manager has worked with him and done well with him and coached him very, very well. But he's just got this left foot, like that shot with his left foot, like, you know, that's not Rashford. And this season, it's just full of confidence. So, listen, he's our main man. He's our main man. I can't lie to you. He's the one that we look for now for inspiration. Like, the manager clearly wants him to tie down a contract. He's the man that, you know, he's looking for inspiration. So, yeah, what are we saying there? Tobes, remember when they're shouting at you for saying, saying Rashford Martinelli? Yeah, man, that's for the Arsenal fan. That's where BHAVS comes into place.
Hang on. This season, Rashford's been in better form. But I think he's very explosive. He scores a lot of goals. But I still look at his overall play. And I make that clear right now. Overall play. Because you see what Arsenal got, Saka and Martinelli. They're not just goal scorers, they got overall play. And I still think Rashford has a lot to improve in his overall play. But he's explosive. He's an explosive player. I give him that. He's very explosive and he's a very good shooter. But I saw it against Arsenal. He scored a banging goal. Bad boy goal. But where's the celebration goal, bro? We took it. Come get it back. Come get it back. Come get it back. I think he's an amazing player, but I think Martinelli and Rashford I think they're different comparisons. You know, Martinelli right now, Rashford's the better player in form. Of course he is.
Similar.
But Martinelli, he's got that explosive nature. But if you look at his overall game, expected assist, the dribbling, everything's higher, right? So it's this comparison here of different things. Rashford's more explosive. Yeah, but Martinelli's got more assists.
Oh,
he's more creative player. No, he's got more assists. He's better. He's more creative player. But
you know what it is,
right now, saying that Rashford's better than Martinelli is going to be an easy debate because everyone's seeing the player in form. But if you actually look at the overall games compared to that, I think it will be a better comparison.
To be fair though, I wouldn't compare the two. To be fair, because Martinelli, how old was he? 21, 20?
21.
Rashford's more
25.
accomplished. You know what I mean? Rashford's more accomplished in where he needs to be. I think Martinelli needs to go a few gears before.
Yeah, he's out of form right now.
But I think, Rashford is in a league of his own this season in terms of what he's produced, on the left-hand side. You know what I mean? There's no
Who's better right now, Rashford or Saka?
Yeah. And again,
let me tell you right now, 7 goals, 7 assists in the league. So let's not talk about Saka's not scoring goals.
Obviously, Saka has to get his due credit because obviously he's top of the league or whatnot. So, but for impact though, Rashford's been amazing impact for United. You know what I mean? Single-handedly putting where United need to be this season on his own. So, would Saka have that same impact? I don't know. We'll see.
Saka's a different player. He's not as much of a goal scorer, but he's a better overall player. But better overall player.
More implementing the system though. Would Rashford do the same? I don't know.
In a system, he's called Saka a system player.
No, I'm not saying he's a system player, but he's
that's how you said. If Dad just said it right.
We had this conversation.
Dad just said that correctly.
Remember, Toby?
Be careful with that, bro.
Which players
be careful with that, because if you're gonna say that, I wasn't seeing as Rashford last season without Ten Hag system. I wasn't seeing as Rashford last season without Ten Hag system. So they're gonna say systems. Last season with no systems, with Rashford, it was on the bench, and now he's got a little system around him, scoring goals.
Left back at one time, innit?
Yeah, look at him now. See, United fans don't think he's a left back.
The reason why the system thing don't apply to Rashford is because Rashford ain't using the system to score goals. He's literally beating 3-4 players.
Yeah, exactly.
No, he is. That's why it stands out. Those moments stand out in your mind. You're going, wow, what a moment. But then you look at the rest of his game. I watched against Arsenal. The rest of his game, he didn't have that much of an impact. But at that moment, amazing player. That's why right now, he's up there right now. And if I even say anything bad about Rashford, it's like, oh, he's been delusional. But actually, go watch his overall game. Go watch his overall game and come back to me.
He wasn't impactful constantly. But then again, it was hard to be when his team didn't have as much as the ball as they usually have, right?
Mm-hmm. I think Rashford's a moments player right now. He's got great moments in him. That's why he's confident.
I'm not sure about that.
It is moments, isn't it? Because do you watch Rashford play? This is why I love Saka so much.
Listen, the point that we spoke about before is, listen, Martinelli is a really good player, and Martinelli's 21 years old. Martinelli's got gears to go, right? He's already one of the most potent wingers in the league now. But if we're talking about player quality, what both players can do with the ball at their feet, Marcus Rashford is clearly a better player than Martinelli. Clearly.
No, he's more impactful right now. A better player is a different thing.
He's a better shooter outside the ball.
Better dribbler.
Yes, he's a better dribbler.
You watch
Martinelli has that.
One second. Do you realise I think Martinelli is second highest in the league in terms of dribbles completed? Second highest in the league. So what's that? Is that not dribbling then, my friend? Is that just passing numbers then?
I'm talking about
dribbles, no, entitled dribbles. You mean what? Hang on, I know what you mean. You mean in terms of goal scoring, that type of dribbling.
No, I don't mean in terms of goal scoring. I'm saying dribbling. Yeah, I'm saying if both players have the ball from a standing position and you have to go past your marker, I'm backing Rashford to do that.
That's why I said Rashford's more explosive. I said he's more explosive. He is.
Martinelli's just as explosive as Rashford. Right?
Bro, listen, don't talk to me about Martinelli euphuism, right? He's caused you more nightmares. Klopp loves him, bro. Klopp's got posters of him on his wall.
Our left wing is better.
Yeah, ask Trent Alexander-Arnold how was it the Emirates? Ask him. Hooked up at half time. Don't remind me about. Listen, right now Rashford's the better player. I got no doubt in saying that. But this idea that Martinelli, I still believe in terms of overall play, Martinelli's got more to his game. That's all I'm saying.
Then Diaz.
No, I'm talking about Rashford.
Oh, just checking.
Nah.
Who put Diaz in the conversation, bro? Let him get fit back. We'll talk about him after.
When Diaz, when Diaz gets
you know what?
Yeah, well, we know we heard about Nunes and stuff, so we don't need to, maybe.
We already know about Diaz. Can everyone agree?
Well, is he the next Suarez as well?
We already know what Diaz is on. We already know.
Yeah,
I know.
He's on a treatment table.
When you lot come I can't wait to Arsenal play Liverpool. I can't wait for that one. And I hope we're the one to just end all hopes, bro.
Yo.
So yeah,
you said you want them to win the league. Now you're saying you should.
Now because because look, I'm giving him props. I'm telling him I'll even come to the parade, and you get me. Like we can, I'll share this out with people and do all sort of stuff. But it's like they don't want me there.
Anybody you want to put in a horse in this race here, Hugh, in terms of dribbles completed, wingers? I'm gonna put Mudryk in there just to piss off Arsenal fans.
Oh, he's top.
Yeah, man.
Chelsea.
City. Huh?
He's top.
Rashford,
You know what's scary? We could have had both. That's how close we were. If it weren't for Todd just losing all composure and going, here you go, take it. You know, if it wasn't for that and start splashing the cash like that, it could have been ours.
Should have paid, man. Get your money up. You know what I'm saying?
We got our money up, bro. We just spent it sensibly.
I think Martinelli has more to his overall game. And I said that 2 weeks ago as well. I think he will become a better player than Rashford. But Rashford's doing the goals right now. I mean, if you take Rashford out of Man United's team right now, they're a little bit screwed. If you take Martinelli out of Arsenal's team, they're not as in a bad place. So depends what you like.
It's because Arsenal have got a better system around. Rashford's got one. He's one man right now. So listen, respect to Marcus Rashford, man. He's done amazing. But I just watching his overall game, I still think he has levels to go up. And he's 25 now, so I expect more from Rashford now. This is his time to shine. He's 25. He ain't no 21-year-old. He's 25 now. So comparing him to 21-year-olds right now isn't really the best. But I can see it. I can see it. Two left wingers, Arsenal, Man United. They want to compare.
Same way, you can just acknowledge that. Yeah, one's 21, one's 25. Rashford's better now. But
I did say right now he's better.
Won't be better.
That's exactly what I said.
Oh, okay, cool. Sorry.
Yeah, you did say that.
Wow.
You can't trick BHAVS, yo. You can't trick BHAVS.
I'm not even trying to cook BHAVS. Like Martinelli is a good player, but like people just need to be realistic, man. Rashford has more strings to his bow than him. That's all. It's not this.
All right. Well,
We can have a party Casemiro debate if you want, BHAVS.
Nah, we ain't got time for that,
If
man.
Casemiro ain't ducked the Arsenal test, he might have had a debate. But hey, man. I mean, getting bookings on purpose and getting a draw as well. You know the worst thing is, right? He picked up a booking, right, to avoid defeat, and he still didn't get the win.
He's got 5 Champions League medals.
Yeah, how much for Man United? How many for Man United? Bro, you're flexing another man's trophies. It's like Toby going, or Conte's got all these titles. But how many for Spurs?
Party. Listen, let me tell you something. Party's still in Ghana, mate. You see what Rashford?
Oh, is he? He was on the winning side, mate. Do you see when he bombed past Anthony to get the ball back? What was that then?
Oh my God, man.
What happened to Anthony, man? He was spinning like a fidget spinner and came back.
It's so cringe that Arsenal fans say he ducked party. Like it's so like.
We're not saying it. It happened, bro. It happened. He ducked it. He had a test.
God.
Yeah, he said, listen, next game, Party, I'm getting a yellow card right now.
Whatever makes you sleep well at night. Is that all right?
Listen, what helps me sleep at night is Arsenal beating Man United, the Emirates. That was amazing.
Oi.
That was amazing. But listen, football's a humbler.
You know what? Yeah, I want Arsenal to win the league only because Man City. I don't want them to win, but I don't know, man.
You're not sure now, innit? Yeah, you started to understand me.
Listen, it's either Arsenal or Man City.
I thought you didn't care about Man City.
It's Arsenal or Man City.
You know what it is? I don't want the three in a row, man, because that's a piece of history.
It's a lose-lose, bro, Fred. It's lose-lose. It's either Arsenal or Man City. There ain't no win here. So you're going to have to hold the L regardless.
Unless Fuizzi's going to tell me Liverpool's still in the
You
race.
might as well.
Toby's looking at
win
Sean
Liverpool
Dyche's resume. He's looking at his portfolio, Sean Dyche.
You know what's
I'm
funny?
joking, Toby. I'm joking.
Okay, cool. You didn't want the smoke.
Yeah, man.
Yo, I keep telling people this is why I say Arsenal must be stopped, fam. You man are not ready for if Arsenal win the league. Tobes knows what I'm talking about. I don't think the rest of you understand what I'm talking about. It's going to be mad. You're not ready. You're genuinely not ready for the conversations that are going to take place. So good luck, man. Because at least when City win it, it's normal service resumes and we all move on.
No. They're our rival. They're our competition.
You know, you see, Fuizzi, let me tell you one thing. Fuizzi, let me tell you one conversation that's coming up that you're not ready for. Arteta has the same Premier League titles as Klopp, right? Get ready for that, yeah? Get ready for that conversation. Yeah. You're not ready. So you sit there in your Islington Tower and think that it's all going to be rosy, because when they win, and
we have to get there first.
And you can't talk about Champions League,
finished.
Look at
You
what
can't
you're
be
saying.
Champions League.
Wait, look at what
You
you're
always
saying.
win
Not
Champions
you.
League.
You're saying when they win. When?
I'm saying when.
When.
I'm putting that juju on them.
Klopp.
When.
Champions League.
Bro, you always win Champions Leagues, though.
No.
Your
Listen
club
to
always
this.
wins
Though.
Champions League.
Listen to this. Klopp won every single trophy that Liverpool can play for, bro. That some of you man didn't even know FIFA Club World Cup existed. And Klopp what? What do you mean? Okay, you're right. We get it. Okay, cute. Klopp won every trophy. Don't compare Klopp to Arteta with one trophy. That's like saying Klopp and Ranieri. Come on, you can't do that. That's not it's not the same. It is not the same. It's not the same. It's not the same. It's not the same. Klopp and don't compare Klopp to Arteta, please.
Well, listen, it will happen, innit? So I'm just telling you.
No.
in advance,
Let's
I'm
not
just
do that.
letting you know.
Let's not do that. That is very rude. Do you get it? If Arsenal win the Premier League, congratulations. Well done. Well deserved. Look, I'm giving you your props. That's amazing. Fantastic. I'm happy for you guys, honestly. But
Listen, you can give us a props end of the season. It's not there yet, so we'll keep it moving for now. Right now,
if you guys do it.
let's just keep moving. Yeah. I don't want this bad energy calm around me, my friend. Just keep it away. You can do it once the mic's off.
Your favourites, man.
We'll speak in Maybachs, innit?
You man are setting us up to. Nah, sorry. We're top 4 battle. That's all. That's it.
Nah.
Wait, you get me? I'm
Top 4
one
battle.
DM.
That's what we're at right now.
I'm one DM away from messaging Pogba.
Wow.
You really not think your favourites, man, no?
Pardon?
Do you really not think your favourites?
No, because Man City are just so good.
Bro,
More
stop
than you
that.
believe.
Oh, wow.
City.
Man's pulling a pep. Okay.
Let me check.
It's City. You know, it's City.
Let me check BHAVS' tweets recently because normally.
I don't
Bro, that's
think-
not me, bro. That's not me. That's my admin,
Yeah.
innit? That's my admin. I got
Oh,
admin for
yeah,
that.
so
That's my
admin,
admin.
Man's not
Okay,
usually
let's
that
see.
generous on Twitter when it comes to such.
Yeah, but that's
humble-
BHAVS on Twitter. This is BHAVS on YouTube, innit? It's
I've
different.
spoken to you about
I
that
love
before.
that Twitter.
It's two different personas. Yeah, it's two different personas, man. Two different people. It's a Hannah Montana thing. One wig, one not.
Exactly.
Let's blast through some super chats before we wrap up, and we'll get the Man United predictions as well. I don't think we've done those. 350k curse is coming for Rashford. Don't do it. Oh wow. Okay. That celebration was never Rashford's, Neves, and Lord Bentner. Calma. Yeah, I definitely saw people do it before him for sure. Rashford has more assists than Martinelli. #waffle. Rashford literally has more assists than Martinelli again. Martinelli kick and run is not dribbling. Damn. Saka all day, every day. Deluded anti-Arsenal fans, TOBS and SAEED. As a Gooner, he's not chatting to Rashford at all. Wow. Okay. Jesus. Style of play makes Martinelli better. And SAEED was at the game on Sunday. Was interested to see McTominay in the starting 11. Do you think he'll remain in Ten Hag's long-term plans? SAEED might have disappeared for a second, but I think that was more due to the Casemiro suspension. To answer your question, that's personally what I would assume it is, but I'm sure SAEED probably say similar. Martinelli can chat to Rashford when he touches Champions League. I'm guessing they're talking about the Mbappe, what happened at the Parc des Princes that night. And I've seen I've seen Man United, they're talking about Mbappe again. Slow down. I've heard them. Have you guys seen it as well? In relation to Rashford, they're asking Mbappe to come out.
They need to get a celebration back first, and then they can chat about Mbappe and them.
Heard a lot about Mbappe recently. I don't know why. It's a completely different competition.
Can
Anyway,
we put this myth to bed that that's Rashford's celebration? By the way,
It's not.
Someone said.
Neves did it beforehand. I see Bentner done it beforehand as well.
I see Bentner a couple of years. I see him posting that picture.
Yeah, Rashford just got
it, bro, man.
Yeah.
No, but now someone else is taking it. That's what I'm saying. He came to my block, did it. It's mine's now.
I love that. All right, let's go with predictions. Saeed's muted at the moment, so when he comes back, I'll get his. Who is he? Man United versus Reading. What's your prediction?
All right, cool.
You're gonna say something mad.
No, I'm not going to say nothing mad. I want something mad to happen, but I reckon United will win 3-0. But obviously, I would love for Reading to do the damn job, to be honest. I'm not even writing Reading off, but yeah.
Okay. Tobes, what about you, bro?
3-0.
3-0. All right, Babs, what about you?
3-0.
I'm gonna go 4-0. Hugh, what's your prediction?
3-0.
All right, damn, comprehensive, everybody, as expected. Mid-table Reading. Saeed muted at the moment, so I guess he's gone somewhere. But listen, we're gonna wrap it up regardless, people. You'll have to DM him on Instagram and Twitter for his prediction for Man United Reading if you wanted that badly. And I'm sure we'll be sticking out a preview. It's been an absolute pleasure, guys, hosting it. Make sure you subscribe to everybody's channels. We've got Hugh in the description. Make sure you guys get him up to his next milestone. 6K, I believe, will be the next one, isn't it, Hugh? Yeah.
Yeah.
Pushing people.
you.
Saeed, you're back. Saeed, quickly before we wrap up, bro. What's your Man United Reading prediction?
3-0, 3-0.
Calm. There you go. Guys, make sure you subscribe to Saeed in the description there. Make sure you get that done. He's doing loads of watch alongs, going through every single TV outlet possible to watch that derby with me. It ain't easy.
It ain't easy out here, man. So yeah, man, subscribe, man. I'm
100%.
big up to everybody, man. Big up to everybody.
For Izzy, follow him on Instagram as well. His link will be in the description as well. Pleasure, bro. Great debut. Any final words to the people?
I'll be back.
You'll be back.
Yeah. We need Fuzi, man. We need Fuzi back, man.
Listen, beautiful. Brilliant debut, man. Too funny. Tobes, let them know where to find you, bro. Pleasure as always.
Tap in Tobes on all socials. Yeah, check me out there.
There you guys go subscribe. And BHAVS, man, absolute brilliant as always, man. Good to have you back on the channel. You've been on the show loads of times, but pleasure as always. Guys, make sure you subscribe to BHAVS as well. Man, big editor. Do you know what I'm saying? Just clear in terms of that, man. We're gonna wrap up, people. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like the stream, subscribe, leave your comments down below as always, and we will see you guys for the review, I guess, on Monday. In a bit, people. Peace. Come on.